What is up, Touchdown Tribe? We are back. We're going to be getting into the Bengals preseason performance, Tua Tagovailoas and his performance with the Atlanta Falcons. Also covering the Dallas Cowboys, of course, because they have now signed Von Miller. We're going to get into that and a ton of other things. So let's go ahead and get started with our intro.
Yeah, and I can speak on that because I watched Ty Simpson on Down to Business podcast with Caleb Downs, and Ty Simpson even said that the coaching wasn't there against Indiana. So he's even kind of spoke on his thoughts with the board compared to Nick Saban.
Chelsea, very well said.
I say we hit somebody. Ooh. What that mom gonna say? Ooh, my baby.
I want to eat a coochie board.
Nothing says college like singing Journey while holding on to a goose.
with the headgear.
He's gonna sing into the goose.
I don't want to see it, but I'm gonna see it. No, he's a white guy playing DB, so you know it doesn't happen often. So you know when it does happen, you know everybody loves it.
Go Bulldogs!
Yale Bulldogs.
Wow. Not so fast, midget. Not so fast.
Midget?
Yeah, little guy. Hey, not so fast. I go with Harvard. What's the matter?
And I had to go back and replay this because what the f is she crying for, boy? Bitch must have bet her soul on this game. Then watch this next white lady come up.
You're still alive.
Boy, she act like somebody killed a pet.
Jaden Daniels.
Caleb Daniels.
Oh yeah, of course we know who that is.
Helmet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorites actually.
What Caleb Daniels does is special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like him.
Just so good at ball.
CD.
Yeah.
Come on now.
We see Caleb Daniels and we think to ourselves, holy fuck, that guy.
He can play.
Influencer with the helmet.
Yeah. Wait.
Caleb Daniels, absolute beast, dude. Fucking shout out Caleb Daniels.
Yeah, definitely my favorite helmet. Something back to Burrow real quick. He's got a Batmobile. Have you guys been in the?
Who is Caleb Daniels?
That's what I'm trying to find out. There you go.
It's Caleb Daniels.
Who is Caleb Daniels?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck his first name is. What's his name? What's the quarterback for the Bears?
Caleb Williams. Yeah, put two quarterbacks together.
Including doing this. Walking up to somebody and saying, no, you will not be texting right now. You're going to watch this football game.
He just took and put it in his back pocket.
I've been to Charlotte. Matter of fact, I used to date a girl in Charlotte. Yeah. Never forget, 2003. I wonder how she doing.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder how she doing. Yeah, in Charlotte. I've been to Charlotte. I've been to Charlotte twice. I've been to Raleigh. I've been to Raleigh twice. Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
That's how you say it? How you say it again? You for real? But it's spelled R-A-L-E-I-G-H.
Raleigh.
That's Raleigh.
Close enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she was nice too, huh? She was nice too, bro.
Your team lost.
Okay.
Now let me celebrate.
Go ahead, celebrate.
Say you should take a Viagra before the game.
Yeah, half a body. Just a little bit.
You really did?
Yeah, and get the blood flow going.
Okay.
The NFL don't test for that. When the blood flow is going, right?
But for the wrong reasons, though.
No. You take the whole.
Well, you out there with your hormones going crazy, man.
No, listen to me.
You around straight dudes, dog.
He was eager to wrap something up, boy.
Hey, listen. The increased blood flow, it causes more exposure.
Hey, Chad, you out there? You like this?
Nah, see, y'all don't understand. I ate McDonald's, and I took Viagra, and I drank Red Bull, and I didn't have sex for 12 months. It was the method behind my madness.
No, you ain't take nothing to my phone. I'm gonna block your ass. You ain't finna fit nothing to my phone. I don't know where that came from. Nope.
In the back of Marcus Lattimore's net. Lattimore pushes him. Mike Evans comes flying out of the top rope and lays out Lattimore.
This was my Christmas present and I got a loss.
No, you probably would have rather had Cole, huh? Yeah, probably. I'm feeling two of two things. A, I want A.J. Brown packing his bags, and I want him somewhere else that is not here. I love you, A.J., but, like, you can't make those drops in that game. And I also want Kevin Patullo flipping burgers at, like, the local McDonald's or something. I don't care.
Touchdown, 14-0. And then Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan going at each other. This is something else. Watch this, folks. Now, you talk about a fight. This is serious stuff. This is Jimmy on your left, and that's Howie on the right. And that's how we warm up for the pregame show. But
watch this, George.
Damn.
He bought that line.
Chris, why the f you at that bitch house? Why the f you at that bitch house?
Now, why is he at that bitch? Bro, he should be in the NFL right now. He should be at training camp. Well, what's going on? This is the next Lions freaking running back, all right, Chris? Let's get you on the fucking squad ASAP, all right? Just quit messing around in these suburban neighborhoods. Let's get you on the fucking show.
She's a 10, but she thinks the yellow line on the football field is real.
What?
What's her rating now?
She really thinks it's real?
Yeah, she thinks it's real.
Yeah, it's probably like a 5.
She's a 10, but she asks, why do they always run it up the middle into a bunch of people instead of to the side? Wait, hang on. Yeah, that's 5 right there. She's a 10, but she thinks Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in the next 5 years.
She's a 0, negative, frozen fracture.
She's a 10, but she wishes they kept Mac Jones.
Oh, 100.
Come on!
I'm not going to rate anybody but my girlfriend.
And I'm like, bro, Cowboys supposed to be playing tonight. What the fuck is going on? I got my hat on, I got my jersey on, I got my forces on, I got my swag on, I done prayed to my Jesus, everything, what it?
Jamar, did you have baby oil on today?
No. We gotta keep that for somebody else, bro. Yeah, that's not my question right there. I did do it as a kid though. We can't even ask that no more, bro. It's too much going on in life right now with that, man. We can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that.
What the fuck? I knew how important this was for our team. Our team chill. I knew how important this was for our team, and just.
Hey, when you I use more product than anybody. When you and Tim go get your hair done, what y'all tell you? Like to the left or the right?
No, I tell them go number 2 all the way up to a fade and just give me a phone call. Number 2. Hey, Paul, what do you tell him? Hey, it's a little outside. Leave us a little outside. Leave us outside.
I always tell them I should leave a little bit on the top.
I gotta tell you, we had a meeting. Hey, coach, things are not going well. No, Ray Charles can say that, brother.
So what's next?
Well, I gotta tell you this, though. Say, coach, you got $17.1 million on your contract. We're gonna give it to you. I said, what time you want me to leave? What door you want me out of, brother?
This is a Coke bottle, it's not a crystal ball.
So everybody done had at least one coach or teacher with anger issues. But wait, what the hell going on? Coach done blew a gasket. Blood pressure pushing 200 over too damn high. Looked like the player wasn't where he should have been when he was supposed to be there. But he tried to sneak on the field. Too late for all that. Head coach got a drive-by warning. I'm about to get in his ass. Well, Mike, let's simmer down a bit. No! Get out! Having to walk past after be the worst part. So I'm running. Maybe if I move fast enough, he'll forget. Only thing he forgot was a damn weapon. He chased Paulie D all the way to the sideline. Teammates trying not to be next. Hey, man, chill out. Number 24 barely looked back. I ain't see nothing, coach. I'm trying to play. All other coaches unfazed, except Ricky Rose. This is his favorite show. Making the coach mad to the point where they want to fight is crazy. He almost tore everything in his knee to get to Andrew. Top tier rage bait pop up like an Xbox achievement. The shortest player on the team, the only one stepped in to help my man. I just know he was calling him all type of pansies and mother lovers and finished it off with you're uncoachable. Face on lobster red and he just gonna walk off like ain't nothing happened.
I'm not laughing about it. You think this is funny? I take it serious. Real serious. I put my heart and soul into it every single week.
All I'm saying is the camera shows.
I'm just telling you right now what I do every single week. Every single week. I put my freaking heart and soul into this. I study my off. I don't go out there and laugh. It's not funny. It's not fun. Nothing's funny to me. I don't want to go out there and get embarrassed on Monday Night Football in front of everybody.
That's why I'm asking you.
I'm telling you right now. We're talking. Dudes and I are talking.
What was the context?
I'm done. Sorry. I'm not doing it.
Jones? Lamar, there was that point
in the season where you guys lost 3 straight, 4 or 5.
Mike Jones. Mike Jones, that's me. Mike Jones, that's me. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right.
Obviously, with what I observed the past few seasons, with the defense like missing basic fundamental skills like the open field tackles and those issues, I know they slowly improved those elements over the season, but just not enough when it matters in big games like against Indiana.
Their quarterback is impressive. I mean, his ability to just escape and make plays on the run, I mean, it's just outstanding what I've seen. And just the defensive side of it as well. They're definitely going to be a concern for me going forward if Alabama doesn't get their offensive line straightened out.
Chelsea, that's a great point.
All right, we are back, y'all. Yes, today's people will never get Mike Jones. I know, that makes me so sad too, because it's just like, I really should not be that old, okay, to where people are not remembering who Mike Jones is. Okay, so I want to mention something that Pooh Man brought up in the chat. Let me see if I can find it. It was this one about Hayden Panettiere. Y'all, shout out to Hayden. I really enjoyed her in, obviously, Remember the Titans. Y'all know we make jokes. If you've seen me in Cree's chat or, you know, CDT Beats, I think CDT Beats is the one that got that started. But he was like, you know, you remind me of the girl from Remember the Titans. And that is so true. But let's play that clip of Hayden Panettiere, because I want to just acknowledge that it's a really sad situation. Their parents lost 2 kids because, you know, she lost her brother, and her brother was like my age, and now they're losing Hayden. So I feel really sad for the parents. Also, you know, Hayden had a young daughter with a boxer. I can't pronounce his name, y'all. I couldn't clap it out even if I tried, but I want to say, what do they call him? He had like a nickname. His last name starts with a W, I think, but he was a famous boxer. That's who she had a kid with. And I feel really sad for that situation. But let's go ahead and play the clip and remember something positive from her, okay? I actually have it under my drops. Here we go. All right, there we go. But sad situation, prayers for that family, and I'm glad that you brought that up, Pooh Man. But speaking of you, Pooh Man, yeah, RIP to Hayden. What's up? My name is my name. Good to see you in the building. And we also have Jesse. We have Matt in the building. You know what, Matt? I still have not added. I did, however, post a short. Matt, I don't know if you see my short, but I did post a Will Anderson Jr. short of some of my favorite highlights with him. And I think one of those clips I'm going to use as your drop. But I still have not added it. Oh, we have Derek in the building. Shout out to Derek. Derek, you said who? Hayden Panettiere. She was the one that was in Heroes, that TV show. She was also in Nashville, and she was the little girl in Remember the Titans. So that's who Hayden Panettiere was. But she recently passed away. So there we go. Let's go ahead and play y'all's drops since y'all are in the building. Let me see. Y'all, you know I've been testing out vertical, so now I'm having to get readjusted to my horizontal again. It's always something, right? Let's see. Here we go. Drops for my favorites. We'll start off with Pooh Man, since he was the greatest mod in the YouTube streets. Dropping my links. Shout out to you, Pooh Man.
Rolex wearing. Woo! Diamond ring wearing. Woo! Kiss stealing. Woo! Wheeling dealing. Woo!
Shout out to you, Pooh Man. And we had Jesse strolling in to the building. He said, acknowledge me. Jesse, you will be acknowledged, okay? Let's see. Let me find your drop, Jesse. I think I passed it. Let's see. Here we go. Shout out to you, Jesse. All right, we have Derek in the building. Shout out to Derek, my partner in crime, y'all. Me and him over there on Crease doing our karaoke. It was so fun, y'all. It was so fun. But shout out to you, Derek.
Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, D-Hunter? I'm the one who's telling you about your fantasy. Listen. Send me your address so I can send you a rainbow flag. Since you want to look like Alicia Keys. That's okay, man. You can't even grow. You can't even grow enough hair. Okay? I'm not accustomed to a man wanting to look like a woman. And you too dark to look like her. Why don't you? You know what? You look like a good Jennifer Hudson. That's what you would look like.
Gremlin, nigga. Gremlin.
The way we were laughing, y'all.
You dark to be Alicia Keys. You look like a Jennifer Hudson.
Hey, G Hudson. G Hudson.
You look like a gremlin and top room look like a predator.
That's your name for the year.
No, we ain't never letting that go. I'm telling we'll never let that go. Even on Cree's karaoke night, we were all saying, where's G Hudson? G Hudson's missing his Dreamgirls performance. Man, that was too funny, y'all. Never gets old, as Derek said. Derek's weekly thing, yeah. Okay, yeah, leave Chelsea alone. All right, let me see. You know what? I'm trying to think if I have a Will Anderson Jr. I don't think I have a Will Anderson Jr. clip saved on my computer. I know I do on my phone, y'all. If there's one thing I got, it is a camera roll full of football highlights. If a man ever went searching through my phone hoping to see something, he would be extremely disappointed because I'm telling you, it'd be all football highlights. Okay. But let's get into it. Let's see. What'd you say? I'll send it to you. Just tell me where. Okay, if you want to, are you on Discord, Matt? If you are on Discord, you can send it to me on Discord. That's where we're all at. That's where the Touchdown Tribe all gathers to talk sports, semi-links, all those things. Join my Discord. Aw, Pooh Man. See, this is why you're the greatest mod in the YouTube streets. I almost forgot the Touchdown Tribe National Anthem. Thank you, Pooh Man. Shout out to you for that. Oh wait, and Derek. Oh, it was Derek. Derek too. Yeah, y'all reminded me, hey, the National Anthem. We gotta do the Touchdown Tribe National Anthem. All right, here we go, y'all.
On the Star Spangled Banner, Fergie.
That a flag was still there.
Shout out to y'all for reminding me. We also got to do the motivational video. I almost forgot that. I think, I might switch it out, y'all. I might switch out the motivational video because I know for sure it's still on the Deion Sanders one, but I'm in a different mood today. I'm in a different mood for something different. Maybe a Tom Brady one, or maybe a Kobe Bryant one. I'm kind of in the mood for one of those. I also have John Jones. I really like the John Jones one. Let's see, which one do I want to choose? Let's do this Kobe one. Let's do the Kobe one.
Go after your dreams, right? Go after it. I never compromise that. I never allowed anybody to tell me what I was capable of accomplishing. I never let anybody tell me that I can't do, right? I went after it. If you want to accomplish something or do something that a lot of people think is difficult to accomplish, you have to put all your eggs in one basket, and there's no compromise.
Ooh, ain't that the truth? You know, you can't compromise. Sometimes you have to put all your eggs in one basket to achieve what you want to accomplish. If you're dedicated to it, you have to be all in. So that is so true. Go after your dreams. And if you truly want to go after it, sometimes, like you said, put all your eggs in one basket, because the only way you'll achieve it is if you really dedicate all your time to it. But RIP to Kobe Bryant. That was a good one. I'm glad I picked a different one today. Okay, hopefully that motivational video helped y'all like it did me. It was very encouraging. Now we can get into the show, y'all. You know, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I might want to start off with this clip I have. Y'all, Nightcap was hilarious last night. I mean, there's always something going on with them. Like, sometimes it gets into freak cap, as we like to call it. But if you've seen the recent short that I posted, you know what I'm talking about here. But I'm telling you, Ocho is back at it again. And it reminded me of some of the things that we discuss on Crees. But let's see if this plays. It's saved under a different format, so I don't know how well this will play, but hopefully it plays good.
Let me tell you something. Hey,
let me resize it. Gotta resize it, and then I'll just play it. That's good enough for now. Let me add my sound for me. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
This is something that y'all probably don't do, chat. I'm not sure.
I sure don't do whatever you about to say come out your mouth next. I don't do
y'all.
it.
It's not saved in the correct format, so I don't know how well it'll play, but y'all can hear the audio, okay?
Listen, Joe, you need to try this at home. You hear me?
What I need to try? Where else I'm gonna try that?
Hey, let me tell you, right? Let me listen to me. You know, hey, Joe, remember when y'all used to get in the cold tub?
Yeah.
And you contrast from the cold tub to the hot tub.
Yes.
You notice how all the blood flow, it tingles, and that sensation it gives you from contrasting back and forth, and then you feel fresh like you never ran or jumped or dunked before.
Yeah.
That's the same thing a golden shower can do for you, but it has to be somebody. It got to be a lady. It got to be a lady.
No, ain't gonna be no. My lady ain't gonna never do it. I'm gonna throw up.
No, why would you throw up?
What you mean? Why I'm gonna throw up?
Man, I'm telling you, we've had those discussions over there on Crees, and I ain't going for that. I'm with Shannon Sharp on that one. I'd throw up, y'all. I'd throw up. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Bengals, y'all. Let's play some Bengals content. Ladies, don't be scared of a golden shower. Ty Pro, listen at you coming in with that mess. Ty Pro, gotta play your drop now. Since you said that, since you came in here with that mess, we're gonna play both of your drops. I guess technically you'll have 3 because you're part of the CDL gang. Shout out to the CDL gang.
Hey, boy, do it to it.
All right, now let's go to a couple of Ty Pro's drops. It's funny that you and D Money have probably the most drops out of anybody. Okay, here we go. Let me find this one. Which one is it under? I might have to re-add it. It shouldn't make me have to re-add it though. But I'm going to. If I have to, I'll do it. It might be under... This is my problem, y'all. I save things under a different name. Man, I might okay, so I might just play one. You might be a lucky day, Ty Pro. You just get one.
I love pretty women.
period. No matter what you hear or see, my bitch has got to be bad. My lady, my one lady.
My other one is a, let's see, is it saved under this one? No. My other one was a Stephon Diggs one, but I think I saved it under something else, so it's not popping up. Anyways. Oh, wait, I know what I saved it under now. I bet I can find it now. Oh, man. I don't think I deleted it. Y'all, I'm really mad I can't find it, because I know I have it. I have, like... Oh well. We'll keep the show pushing. I gotta let it go. Let it go, Chelsea. Just let it go. Sometimes I just get very competitive with myself, and I'm like, no, I can find it. I know where it's at. I gotta let it go. Just let it go. All right. Now we can get into the topics. If it ain't a money shower, I ain't interested. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Matt. It's like, I don't know if I could do it. Not me. Sensational. You know what? Tyro, I actually do have that one too. I have like a whole thing of future drops.
Sensational.
Funny that you brought sensational up.
Play your position. Just play your position, man. Play your. Half of the shit I tell you might be the truth, half, but it might not be, man. This shit business, man.
There we go. There's all my future drops. Close your eyes. Oh, man. I sent you a few things in your Discord. Oh, okay, you're talking to Ty Pro. Yeah, check out Prolific Minds podcast, y'all. Chelsea, you can use the Chris clip for Ty. Oh, wait, are you talking about the one that I have for Tierra? The Make Her Fall in Love one? That would have been funny. Okay. For real, y'all, let's get into this video with the Bengals' performance.
And maybe the Steelers do go on a run. And Tone, everything you were saying was like, yep. But you mentioned another guy there with Joey B being back in it. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Herbie, we always talk about the Bengals and their slow start. So I wanted to go back and see actually what it was since Zach Taylor.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
19, they started 0-11. That's a slow start.
Yeah.
20 was 0-2. 22 was 0-2. 23 was 0-2. 24 was 0-3. Last year, they actually started 2-0, but it was an ugly win against the Browns and the Jags, but still 2-0 last year. Now they're playing guys in the preseason. They didn't look great last night. Joe Burrow did some good things. They did some bad things. But what do you feel? How do you feel?
I'm surprised that they put Joe Burrow in. Were they testing the waters? I don't know, but this is preseason and you're putting your quarterback in. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I've heard like Nightcap discuss this where they're talking about, these guys, your starters used to play in the preseason games. They didn't care. They would risk the starters' health during preseason. And Tom Brady actually made a post about it. Tom Brady is for these starters getting preseason snaps. I don't know. Like, I'm on the fence about it. On one hand, I see their point, but on the other, it's like, okay, but we can make smarter decisions where we're not risking our starters being out the entire season if they were to get injured. Also, the teams put a lot of money into these players, so you want them to stay as healthy as possible. So I see two sides of it, but now, they're talking about Joe Burrow. He was apparently sacked a lot. I didn't watch this game, but we're going to see the highlights right here.
About the Bengals and their slow starts and then deciding to now, the last couple years, play guys in preseason.
Well, I don't know if anybody, including the head coach, Zach Taylor, can really put his finger on it. He's emphasized it. I've talked with him about it. I mean, it's been a huge...
I see which one you're talking about now. The one that I have in my intro. That was hilarious. Oh, if y'all haven't seen that, man, should I play it? I might play it after this. I might play it after we get done covering the Bengals. But that clip is hilarious.
Emphasis with some of the veterans. It's almost like it's become a mental thing where you get into a rut. You're trying so hard. You try to, sometimes you press a bit when you're trying so hard to do some things. I think it's really about just trying to stay healthy. And I think a lot of these players that were younger 3 or 4 years ago are now veterans. They've been around. They understand the importance of coming together, working not just in camp, like you said, maybe getting some more action in the actual preseason games, try to get their rhythm established. It's not like you said last night they looked great, but this offense
is getting to the point that Derek is making. Like, some of them need their reps. So I get it. I mean, I think, and Joe Burrow, he's just one of those guys, that wants to be playing the game, that is, that tough mentality. So I get it. I'm not, furious if they're playing their starters, right? But if an injury was to occur, you know what's going to happen. They're going to be coming for you. They're going to be like, why'd you put him in? Why'd you pay him all that money just to have him get injured? It's always something.
I think is going to be fine. The real issue has been with the Bengals has always been about two areas. It's been the defense and being consistent. Really haven't had a great defense since that Super Bowl run in 21. And then the other thing is the offensive line. Do they have a cohesive unit that can stay healthy and hold right
Matt,
here?
Me and you are on the same page with this. I've said this for a while. Let's see, how long have I been saying it? A few months now. I've been saying this, that if they don't correct it this season, Joe Burrow might be out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Upright. Can they take care of him? Can they establish a run to take some of the pressure off of him? You watch sometimes these Bengals and it's like pass because they can't establish the run game with the offensive line. So the offensive line is a big key. And then the moves that they made on the defense.
Sack. Y'all, the pocket, I'm telling you, that pocket collapsing on him the way it did, that's not a good look. And it's like what Kirkstreet's talking about here, that if you can't establish a run game, that's all you're going to get is pass. But they need to be able to have a good offensive line to where you are having an established run game. I feel like I just had this conversation with y'all. I feel like I just talked about this, and it was Houston actually, that I used as an example. That I don't really hold it over CJ Stroud's head. That I get the interceptions and all that. I get it. But I also looked at their run game. They couldn't get a run game established, and that impacts a quarterback's performance, especially after they throw an interception. What did I say? After they throw an interception, the next thing you want to do is have a run play. Just run the ball. Because you're trying to gain back the quarterback's confidence, right? So if you can't do that, if you can't have a run game established, that heavily impacts the quarterback. Now, Joe Burrow, they're very blessed with Joe Burrow, because Joe Burrow is one of those quarterbacks where if he was to throw an interception, it really doesn't impact him the way, it might other quarterbacks. He just has that confidence. He just shakes off and goes to the next play, and he would probably be the one rare case where he can throw the interception and then just bounce back and have a great play, on the next one. But not all quarterbacks are like that. But I'm telling you, the Bengals, they have to have a better offensive line. They have to be able to establish a run game. They have to be able to create gaps for those run plays, or it's going to be hurting them.
Offensive line and the back end at safety, can they become a more consistent bunch? That would help them, I think. I haven't looked at the schedule to see how they start and who the teams are, but I know with Zach, I know it's always
man.
been.
I'm glad you asked. I would hope it would be the Cowboys. You know, I think Dak Prescott's going to be up. And, y'all, I've said this before. I feel like Dak, they used him up like they did Tony Romo. So I feel like it's kind of at the end of his career. But I would hope Joe Burrow would go to the Dallas Cowboys. I feel like that would be the best. Like, he just looks like he would be, you know, a great Dallas Cowboy player, okay? I don't know. Like, I'm looking at him like Troy Aikman. I'm not saying he would save the team or anything like that, but I feel like he would be a great fit there. But who knows? We'll see what happens. We all know how it goes with the Cowboys. If I was a betting person, I wouldn't put all my money on that, but I would hope. That would be my hope, is that the Dallas Cowboys would be a top choice for him, especially if, you know, Dak Prescott, depending on how it goes this season, what happens with that. But we're going to, either way, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be needing a quarterback. I know that they look at Milton as their next man up. And don't get me wrong, he's great, but I don't know if I'm convinced that that's going to be a Super Bowl quarterback for the Cowboys. I watched him at Tennessee. Y'all know he played at Tennessee. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I'm just not the biggest fan of Milton. I'd rather have Burrow, y'all. But maybe I'm biased. We're at 2-12. Let's play this drop, though. You know, I have my Shannon Sharp drops.
That's just me. Maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion?
And maybe the Steelers do go on a run. And
just me. All right, we were at 2-12. Here we go.
But I know with Zach, I know it's always been a priority. They just haven't been able to get it going.
3 a.m. Adoptee Voices. Good to see you in the building. I will play your drop after I get through with this video.
You talk about the offensive line play, and we're seeing Joe Burrow on the ground in the first preseason game.
Not good. We don't like that.
And did you see the video from the sideline?
Already? I did not see
doing?
this.
Dude, we don't. Dude, come on.
This is from Joey the Bird.
What's going on? Hold on. I gotta see. Let me look at the big screen, y'all. Gotta look at the big screen. I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Is he stretching? It looks like maybe a little heel stretch. Oh, y'all. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
He knows.
Joey, the bag of footage.
Yep.
Joey the Bernardino here says, hey, nothing to see here, but maybe he's just trying to get a little bit more flexible, which he is. But we saw him hit the ground. He got hit again. It's like this is a constant problem for Joey Burrow. I would like to see him be protected because we know, just like Goff up in Detroit, if you're able to get Joey, he can make I mean, he is an actual assassin. And with the weapons that they have, you can do it. But with the money they spend everywhere, and I think they've tried to
that's interesting that they say that because Troy Aikman, y'all, we watched the Troy Aikman interview on the Kelsey Brothers podcast, and Troy Aikman's pretty big on Joe Burrow. He said that's probably one of his favorite quarterbacks to watch, and it's because he reminds him of a guy that could play in the 90s, and that says a lot. So just, you know, how he could adapt to different styles of offense, it just makes him an unbelievable talent as a quarterback. It's hard to watch a quarterback like that spend so many years and not have much to show for it. Although, you know, they did make it to a Super Bowl. They didn't win, but at least they went to a Super Bowl. But I just feel like if it doesn't get done this season, Joe Burrow might be looking elsewhere. Y'all, I don't know why the light went crazy.
at the offensive line. He just missed.
But Pat, cut to that shot again with that the Paisan that had that. Look what he says. He says he's stretching out his left foot that he had surgery on.
No, that's his
the right foot, right?
Yeah, Joey, the bag contents knows that there's.
So he was finishing with the left.
Yeah,
nice. By the way, how about the kicks there on Joey B there?
Yeah, pretty clean.
Pretty cool. He always looks cool.
He does always look cool, which is why we like.
I think it'd be great. You imagine the year he could have if he dropped back and had time to throw, and it had a run, and it had a running game.
And I never want to see this again.
He would be so lethal if there was a run game established and he had the offensive line to protect him, to give him a little bit more time to make passes. I mean, they are extremely lucky that they have a quarterback who makes those quick decisions, quick passes, because if they had a quarterback who hung on to the ball too long, it wouldn't go far.
See anything like that.
You might TV shows.
No, I don't want to see any. It's not TV. It's social media. We got to the bottom of that. Okay, it's just social media stuff where they're saying it's okay to maybe potentially showcase if the lads are in love. Okay, maybe it's okay to be able to do that. That has been announced that it is okay for them to showcase that they're in love. Okay, that's what the NFL social media team.
Not my quarterback.
More smooching, huh?
Not my quarterback.
It's not more smooching. The smooching has always been happening. Now they're just saying, hey, we should maybe let people know that they're doing
you guys
smooching.
Smooch on the sidelines.
No,
that sounds like that's what they're doing.
No.
What are you talking
to the game I love?
What? It's not about the game. What game? Love? Are you talking about the game
I'm
of love?
No, the game we love. NFL football.
There was a report this morning that the NFL is promoting wags-like content, allegedly.
Smooching. Smooch ball is what they're calling it.
So we thought this was all a setup. We see
Okay,
Herbert
they're
and
going
Beard
into a
doing
different
it.
discussion now. Y'all seen that, I'm sure, about the WAGs, which is wives and girlfriends of the NFL, NBA, so on. But Justin Herbert and something with his girl, they were like, lovey-dovey on the field. I ain't gonna get into all that. But let's hear what Nightcap had to say.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories.
And speaking of that, make sure y'all subscribe if you're new to my channel, if you love sports content, if you want more sports in your algorithm. Best thing to do is to subscribe to channels that give you sports like mine.
Ocho, your Bengals, some things just never change. They beat the Lions 16-14.
Yeah.
But he was sacked and pressured. Ocho, y'all will ever protect this man?
We just started the show with it being the preseason, and we not gonna put too much in it. This is the preseason. That's what this is for. To correct certain mistakes. Fix certain things. This is football. You know what's gonna happen in football? Regardless, even when the Cowboys play, Joe. Even when the Broncos. Wait, let me finish.
I knew he was gonna bring the Cowboys into it. I just knew he was gonna bring the Cowboys into it. But I will say this: it's one thing if it was not a reoccurring problem, but this has been a reoccurring issue with the Bengals, and you don't want to see that at all, even at preseason. You want to see some sort of progression with the offensive line getting better, and starting out with that wasn't it, y'all. That wasn't it.
Even when the Broncos and the Ravens play, Lamar Jackson's gonna get sacked. Hey Joe, Dak Prescott, he's gonna get sacked. Joe Burrow throughout this season, he's gonna get sacked. He's not gonna be the most sacked, but he's gonna
be close.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
But I would have thought, Ocho, that y'all would. I thought you guys had addressed this because y'all know the number one thing is to protect 9.
Yeah.
If 9 is healthy,
yes,
you got a chance. Without 9, you got no chance. I don't give a damn how great your defense has improved. You're not going anywhere unless 9 is upright. And I'm like, damn, y'all let people just run by y'all. I mean, at some point in time, we say, you know what, Ocho? I ain't finna let this man beat my ass today. Not today. Next week he might get me, but you not. Y'all, I mean, he was pressured and sacked. I'm like that, and they run around. Ocho, those are your starters too now.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Them not your backups.
Hold up. I didn't know this part. I thought Joe Burrow was the only one that was starting. I didn't know they had all their starters out there. That changes things. That really, really changes things for me. Because this goes back to what I just said. It's one thing if it wasn't an established pattern with the Bengals, but this is established pattern with them not having a great offensive line to protect Joe Burrow. And if that was your starters out there, like Shannon Sharpe is saying, that changes it completely, because that's not what you want to see. You want to see progression. You want to see them improving and getting better. What was the point? I don't know. Maybe they're working through the kinks, but I'm telling you, what are you going to do? I'm curious, how is this going to improve and get better? Because if you're already having your starters out there and they still can't protect Joe Burrow, that is not a good look.
Everybody played, and you know what I don't like, Unc? Because of the region I'm in, I tried everything to watch this game. I just wanted to see the first 2 series of the game because I knew Joe and the whole staff was playing, and I was kind of upset because of the region I'm in. I was able to get every single NFL game. I did all the extra ads and buying the subscriptions with NFL, and I still couldn't get it. At YouTube TV, hey Joe, I did everything. I couldn't. I just want to see those 2 series so I would be able to have a better assessment of the game and how they look.
And isn't that something? I feel, y'all, I'm gonna get soundtracked, but I feel Ocho on that part, because I'm telling you, you do everything in your power to be able to watch the game in your area, and you get all these subscriptions, you do all the things, and still you don't get it. Why am I paying so much money if you're not even gonna allow me to watch the game I want to watch? That really ticks me off. I'm with Ocho on this.
Yeah, I just saw highlights, so that doesn't give me any just to be able to talk about it.
Look, I didn't think Joe Burrow played bad, Ocho. I seen him.
No, he made some
hell of a throws. Even one he threw the chase right there.
I mean, it's not Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase or even Higgins that's really the issue. It's your offensive line. We know that. We know that the offensive line has already been the problem. We get that. That is the only issue. It's never been about Joe Burrow. Like, Joe Burrow, we know is a talent. We know Jamar Chase is a talent. The issue is just your offensive line. Derek, this is something that I talked to you about too. I said, my big thing this upcoming season is going to be, how is that offensive line going to protect him? And I know, Derek, you brought up the defense. You said you need to see some defensive players. They added the defensive players. They signed guys on the offensive line. But now I'm thinking, did y'all sign the wrong guys on the offensive line? Because why is this always an issue? You said fire the O-line coach. You know what? I'm glad you said that. We're at 225 on this part. But I have a drop for that. You know what? I got a drop for that. I think I've used it once, but I definitely want to start incorporating it more into the live. Let's see. It's under presidents. Okay, here we go.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired. He's fired.
Okay, Derek said, get him.
Hey guys, it's your favorite
off the field. Fire him. Fire that O-line coach. You know what? They're talking about who's your all's coach? Is it Zach Taylor? Is that his name? But they're talking about firing. He's on the hot seat. That head coach is on the hot seat for the Bengals. So if this doesn't go well, he's out of there. And the offensive line coach as well. They're probably both gone. All right, we were at 225. Let me play 3 a.m.'s drop before I forget. Gotta play 3 a.m. because he's in the building. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. He does great things over there on his channel. Bringing awareness to those who have been adopted and how, it's not all glitz and glamour, okay, with adoption. I promise you that. And you will learn a lot about it. And it's really interesting. Like, I truly mean that. I truly mean that it is so interesting, the conversations that they get into over there. And y'all will catch me in that chat. I'm always there. I really enjoy it. Okay, and I just want to clarify, I'm not a Michigan fan. I just have this for 3 a.m. That's the only reason why I got this, okay? I'm not a Michigan fan.
Hey guys, it's your favorite uncle here. Go ahead and click that.
All right, 225. Let's get back to it.
Down the field. Yeah, he looked good, bro.
Oh wait, let me read
Look
what
good,
you
but
said.
they can't.
Oh, I wanted to read your little chat. You said because it's media rights, rules over the customer payment. Yeah. Yep. Truth. Fire everyone and sell the team. Nah, tell us how you really feel, Matt. That was funny. Chris video after 3 a.m. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I do need to play that one. I can do that now. Y'all gotta see this, Chris. They need to get Chris at the Lions. Let me find it. I think I have it under funny fans. Let's see. Let me find it, y'all. Let me find it. I got more to add, too, that I haven't done yet. Okay, I got Terry and Arnold. Let's see, which one is it? I didn't realize it was... There's no way it's that old. I don't know how far I'm gonna have to scroll down here. What did I save it under? I gotta still have that one. There's no way I deleted it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll find it eventually. I think I just passed it. Oh, here we go. I found it. Yeah. Here we go. Here's Chris. This is the future Lions running back, y'all.
Chris, why the fuck you want that bitch hot?
Let me resize it. I gotta add the sound for me, okay? Alright, here we go.
Chris, why the fuck you want that bitch house? Why the fuck you want that bitch house?
Now, why is he at that bit? Bro, he should be in the NFL right now. He should be at training camp. What's going on? This is the next Lions freaking running back, all right? Chris, let's get you on the fucking squad ASAP, all right? Quit messing around in these suburban neighborhoods. Let's get you on the fucking show.
I don't even know if it played correctly. Y'all, it's not under the right format. Let me see if it'll play this time if I rewind it.
Chris, why the fuck you want that bitch house?
Nope, it's not gonna play. But I do have it in my intro, y'all. I do have it in my intro. If it was saved under the correct format, it would play better. But anyways, there's Chris. All right. Let's go back to this video now.
Protect them. Hell, if you can't protect them, Ocho, how y'all expect to succeed? Throughout the regular season to even make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right about that, Joe. And the one thing, our Achilles heel has always been obviously Joe getting hit, Joe having to scramble too much, Joe getting hurt. So if we can protect him and keep him upright now, I ain't saying give him 9 seconds now. Just give him 2.5, give him 3, and keep people out of his face. We're gonna be all right.
Man, I was just talking about this yesterday. I was talking about how quarterbacks need. So your timing needs to be 8 to 9 seconds. The quarterback has to have that ball out within that time. And, really 9 seconds can be pushing it at times, depending on if you have a good offensive line or not. But Joe Burrow ain't even getting that. Joe Burrow literally has to know where his guy is going to be. Like that, it's just amazing. I give so much credit to Joe Burrow and those wide receivers because it's just amazing how on point they have to be in order for them to even get the first downs that they get or the touchdowns. Because I'm telling you, he really only has maybe, I don't know, I feel like I should Google it. I should Google what's the average time he's getting that ball out, because it just seems like he gets that ball out within like 3 or 4 seconds.
I don't like to see Joe scrambling, Uncle Ocho. I don't like to see him scrambling.
Hey, listen, his pocket awareness is nice now.
Oh, it is. It is.
Very nice. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
The thing I would say, Ocho, I'm not trying to have him be like Dan Marino where he have single-digit sacks in a season. I mean, Dan sometimes had 7 sacks in the regular season. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But I mean, but damn, can you keep him under? Can you keep him under 30? Can you keep him under 40?
Yeah.
Man, you start getting your quarterback hit that many times. First of all, sacked, he goes down that many times. How many times did he get hit that he was able to get the ball away?
Right.
So you're asking an awful lot.
I was so fascinated to know like what his average is for getting that ball out, because like I said, he gets that ball out so fast to those receivers, and it just speaks volume to their talent and their communication and being on the same page. Because I'm telling you, that offensive line, the way it collapses on him, it gives him no time, not even the average of 9 seconds, right? So I Googled it. The average for him is 2.5 to 2.78. Y'all, I said 3. I said it seemed like he was getting that ball out in like 3 seconds. So the average for him is actually 2.5 to 2.78 seconds. That's how quick he has to be with getting that ball out because of how bad his offensive line has been. Isn't that insane? That's so impressive. This is why I really love Joe Burrow, and I think he's such a talent because of things like that. No other quarterback could do it, I'm telling you.
But I just like, well, damn, they started this. The first 2 drives, I mean, he was sacked. I think he was sacked at least twice, Ocho, and he was pressured relentlessly. Because like Joe said, the one that he completed the chase, he was pressured on.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah.
And you got to get back. You can't let that man run around you like that.
I need a clip. Shannon Sharp saying, well, dang. I mean, he says something else, but I really need a clip Shannon Sharp saying that, because he says that so often. And there's probably moments where we're all like, well, dang. All right. Anyways, that's a side note. Y'all, I'm freezing. I might go get my jacket, but I'm going to continue to play the video. I'll be ear hustling. I'm going to turn on my own live and ear hustle so I can hear what they're saying. And then I'll come back once I have a jacket. Okay. But let's finish watching this video.
I know one thing. I'm glad it is a pre. We gonna get it.
Well, I'm
fixed.
glad you didn't have to watch it. Cause you'd have been mad. You'd have been throwing ish at your TV. You like, damn, we start the game like this? Yep.
Hey,
but they were bringing pressure. Like I said, I've seen more pressure, and maybe it's because I'm looking for it now.
Right.
But I've seen more pressure recently, as far as in the preseason, that I've ever seen. The only time the guys brought pressure was like that 3rd preseason game. That's when, okay, we working on some stuff that we're going to get ready for going into the season, because you know what? Our starters are not playing the last game, and we're going to bring out a few wrinkles on the offense. Mm-hmm. But man, these guys bringing pressure. They bringing gut blitzes. They bringing mics. I'm like, damn.
Hey, how many games they playing in the preseason now? Is it a big difference from
three,
when y'all
three
was
or two?
Three,
right?
3.
Oh, they only playing 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell, they got to get to it. They got to open that thing up a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll open up the second game. Them jokers hit the ground running now. They're like, hey, bro, they like these some troopers. They hit the ground running.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn. But you're right, Joe. I think the thing is, Ocho, is that because they only have those 3 preseason games, since you added that 1 regular season game, you took 1 away from the preseason. But if you know if they go to 18, Ocho, Joe, now they're going to take another preseason game. Now they're going to go down to 2.
It's going to be 2. And I'm curious how that would work, too. Uncle, you got to think about all the players. You got 90-some guys. You got to get down to 53. And if you only have 2 preseason games, how are you going to honestly evaluate, though, trying to make your team and trying to make an impact? I don't know how that would work.
Hold on. Y'all start off with 90-some players before the season?
Yeah,
for sure.
easy.
You got not in the season, but in the preseason.
No, before
because you got to have those. You got to have those bodies. We call those camp bodies, Joe.
Yes.
I mean, so basically 90, 95, 97% of those guys know they ain't making a damn team.
Yeah, because you got to get down to 53.
Hey, Joe.
So if you start with 90, that's 47 players got to get cut.
Yeah. Hey, Joe. I don't think people understand. They talk all that trash about the NFL players that have made the team, that are part of the 53, but I don't think they understand how good those 53 are.
Yeah.
How good those 53 are, because there's another 40 that gets cut that didn't make the goddamn squad for a reason. There has to be something special about you. Now, you know you have your elite players, right? Every team has maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5. You got 5 elite players on your team, boy, you hell. And there are a few teams like that. Seattle might be one. The Rams might be another. The Bengals are another. There are very few teams that have, multiple elite players on the team at a time. But outside of that,
what Ocho said, they got Hall of Famers. You look at Kansas City, they got 3 for sure Hall of Famers. Yeah. Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, and my homeboy.
Easily.
You know, okay. Myles Garrett is going to the Hall of Fame. Yes. Devontae Adams is going to the Hall of Fame. Matthew Stafford is going to the Hall of Fame. So when you got guys that got Hall of Famers. Mm-hmm. And there's some teams that got, we got Pro Bowl players, and there's some teams got All Pro players, and then you got some guys that, hey, you know what? They working on a Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah.
There ain't a whole lot of teams got those now.
Yeah.
Ain't a whole lot of teams. You start looking around like, no. No.
Yeah.
But it's so different now. There's so much money involved. And teams don't want to
give some thoughts, y'all. I'm telling you, if that ain't the truth, with what they've been saying, hopefully y'all were listening too.
Risk in the preseason, because like you said, the guys going 100 miles an hour, because I'm trying to make the team.
Oh yeah.
Certain guys like, man, I got this in the bag. Let me just go ahead and work out some stuff.
Or they said this another time before, but just talking about the guys who are just trying to make the team, like the ones that are the backups, they're just as good. I always talk about, I don't discredit these players just because they're backups, because when you get into the pros, you're still top talent, because it takes a lot to make it. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of BS. I talk about the BS that goes on in the league, and if that is not the truth. What is up, Auntie A-Team? Good to see you in the building. I hope you have had a great Monday. It's Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I hope you've had a great Monday.
The guy's like, well, I ain't got it in the bag.
Right. Fact.
I ain't got it in the bag.
Yeah, so I got to go out there and do everything I can to show these coaches that I deserve a spot on this, 53-man roster?
53-man roster. And then,
how many on the practice squad?
But I think you got 15 to 17 practice squad.
Yeah, so you got 15, 17 people, Joe, that they might get cut. But even if they get cut, they'll be able to come back for the practice squad, and those are players that the team and the organization feels, you know what, they can develop.
You have the practice squad, you have if you're signed. There's like a lot that goes into it. Some guys, if they're lucky, they spend years. I'm talking years trying to make it. I think about, I don't know if y'all are familiar with gymnast Shawn Johnson, but her husband played for Vanderbilt. And what's his name? Andrew? I think his name's Andrew. But anyways, he tried his best to make it, and he was lucky that he had the finances to be able to support him for trying to make a team for as long as he tried. But he spent years trying to make it into the NFL, and I think he even switched positions at one point because that's how dedicated he was to trying to make the team. He went from, I think, playing quarterback to trying to be a punter, and I want to say that he got signed to the practice squad as a punter for the Commanders at one point in time, but ultimately he didn't make the cut. He didn't make the team. So there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, that's why I do not discredit these guys that are on the bench. They're still top talent. Now, they might not be the best of the best as your starters, but they're still top talent. It takes a lot to make it into the NFL. Let's play your drop, Auntie A-Team, since you were in the building. We are at 8:24 in this video. So let's play Auntie A-Team's drop. You know, it's part of the one I had Derek defending me, and Auntie A-Team came to my defense too. So shout out to Auntie A-Team.
Now. Yeah, 18, you tell him.
Thank you for defending me, Auntie A-Team. You said, leave my snow bunny alone now. Shout out to you for that.
Hey guys, it's your favorite dunk here. Go ahead and
we're out. What did I say? 8:25, I think. All right, there we go. Sent you a drop, Chels. Okay, perfect. I will check it out.
Organization feels, you know what? They can develop.
Hey, what kind of money they making on the practice squad though?
Oh, they make good
what
money.
About $7,500 a week, Ocho?
That's it. No.
$7,500 a week.
Nah, it got to be way more.
All they doing is, Joe, all they doing is practicing and eating free.
But what if I go out there and have a career-ending injury? Like I'm $7,500 a month. I mean,
a week.
A week? I can't do nothing with that.
I think
all right. They're getting into the side topic there, but I feel like we covered that part of it. Let's get into Tua Tagovailoas. Shout out to Pooh Man. Y'all, I put in the Discord. I said, Divine Photos, Pooh Man, have y'all seen a Tua Tagovailoa topic from one of these other analysts? Because I haven't found anything. I was hoping to find something from Nightcap, but they didn't post no videos of it. Pooh Man did send me one of their full lives. I would have had to so there's no way that I could have covered that one because it was like the full live. I would have had to edit it and break it up into parts. So I didn't have time to do that, but he did send me one from Nightcap. And then he sent me another one. Now this other one's the one that we are going to react to, because I'm telling you, shout out to Pooh Man. I asked and he brought me what I needed to cover this topic. Because I'm like, are you kidding me? You mean to tell me there's not one post about this Tua Tagovailoas situation? I've seen 100 people throwing up memes and clips and all this stuff, and not one of y'all, like Nightcap or Pat McAfee, have posted like an individual video covering this. Now, I did see earlier today Pat McAfee talk about this, but I haven't seen a video posted yet. So here we go. We're going to cover this one. I believe it's from Rich Elson. So let's get into it.
On the Los Angeles studios of NFL Network, showing you the Bucs taking care of the Jets 24-16.
Yes,
is your
Auntie A-Team, you have to send me, the better audio for that. That would be great.
A Bailey Zappi pick six is what put the Bucs in the end zone for the first of many times in this game. 24-16.
Right, so a different game, but I guess he's going to get ready to get into Tua Tagovailoa.
Is the final score as seen right here on NFL Network. See, I'm not a liar. I'm Rich. That's Gerald. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing excellent.
All right, 3 games tonight. The one that you just saw to its conclusion. The Washington Commanders just wrapped things up in D.C. over the Miami Dolphins. The Atlanta Falcons hosting the Denver Broncos tonight, and it has been a Bronco-palooza. Kevin Stefanski's first game on the sideline for new president Team president Matt Ryan, new quarterback Tua Tagovailoas.
Yo, I forgot Matt
out.
Ryan's there now. I forgot about Matt Ryan joining to try to make the Atlanta Falcons, I believe, better.
Second snap of the game for him, right off his hands.
That's not what you want to see.
Now, see, this is what I told. Who did I tell this to? Could have been CDT Beats, honestly. But I said that. Actually, no. Maybe it was to y'all, actually. Maybe it was to y'all that I said this to. Yeah, actually, it was to Derek. It was to Derek, actually. Because Derek brought up Tua Tagovailoas, and I started talking about how sometimes it takes quarterbacks time to adjust to their center. Sometimes, like, the center is a little bit more forceful with snapping the ball, and they have a little bit more heat behind it. So it takes time for a quarterback to get adjusted to that. So you just have different ways that a center will snap the ball. And I gave an example of Jalen Hurts with Jason Kelce. Jalen Hurts said that it took time for him to get adjusted to Jason Kelce because Jason Kelce was one of those types of centers who forcefully snaps the ball. So sometimes it has so much heat behind it, it's hard to have the quarterback, catch the ball for the snap. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I didn't watch this full game, but I did see this clip where the snap, he had issues with the snap. Like I said, I don't hold that against him yet, but I probably need to keep watching because I don't know what all went wrong. Matt, I've seen people, oh man, Matt, I'm glad you brought that up because that's one of the jokes that I've been seeing float around. They're now calling him Tua turn the ball over. Instead of Tua Tagovailoas, they say Tua turn the ball over. That's hilarious.
I don't even play football. You know what I mean? I mean, I did on the street. A couple of games here and there.
You know what?
Tua's second.
This is what the Falcons fans are probably thinking right now. This is a good time to play that drop. We're at 105. Let's see. Here we go.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired. He's fired.
The Los Angeles
That is what
studio.
some of the Atlanta Falcons fans are probably thinking right now after witnessing whatever they witnessed. All I seen was that one highlight with the bad snap, so let's keep seeing what goes on.
Tua's second crack at it. Okay, we got a first down. Rolling to his left, finds Kyle Pitts.
Move the chains.
Yeah.
Get a little first down.
With another first down.
Okay, so move the chains right there.
A few snaps later, look out.
And that's what you
Wait,
don't
why
want to
is
see.
it?
Well, I mean,
Okay, I don't know why the sizing is cut off, but okay.
here comes Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito.
So taking a sack, that's not good. Throw the ball away. If you don't see something, you got to throw the ball away. But what have I said about Tua Tagovailoas? Because I've watched him since he played at Alabama, right? Roll Tide, y'all. Roll Tide. But even at Alabama, I was saying he's the type that... Actually, it wasn't just me. I'm talking like it was me who's been saying this. Y'all, that reminds me of another drop I have. Hold on. Where are we at now? Oh, 123. Okay. I'm talking about we. Talking about we over here. Let's see.
We? We.
I'm talking about we as if I had a part in it. It was actually Nick Saban who said this, okay? I got this from Nick Saban. This wasn't my own thoughts. Thank you so much, Pooh Man, because I already forgot. I forgot where I was at. So, this is something Nick Saban said. that Tua Tagovailoa, even at Bama, he's always struggled with giving up on plays. This is how he got hurt at Alabama. You know, he had his ankle injury. He didn't want to give up on a play. He hurt his hip. He didn't want to sit out of a game. He pushed Nick Saban. Hey, I want to play. I want to play. I want to play. And Nick Saban let him play, and he got hurt early on in the season and broke his hip. So I'm telling you, this has always been Tua Tagovailoa's biggest weakness, is giving up on plays. He should have threw the ball away. If he knew there was nothing there. Now, I don't know how his offensive line, it could have been a situation like Joe Burrow, right? I just got done talking about Joe Burrow. Having an offensive line makes the difference with quarterbacks and how much time they have to pass. And Joe Burrow is one of those talents where he can force that ball out without taking a sack. I looked up the stats for that. It says that Joe Burrow gets that ball out 2.5 to 2.75 seconds is how quickly Joe Burrow is getting that ball out. And I said, not every quarterback's like that, though. Not every quarterback can do this. There's your example. Tua's not one of those quarterbacks, I think, that can do that. Could that change over time? Sure. Like, I don't ever want to downplay, you know, a quarterback who's in the NFL, their talents. You know, Tua could improve and get better at those things, but I don't know how likely that is to happen.
You got to give him something.
Point.
Give him something.
Right?
You know, give him a chance.
Chelsea, did you see the clip of Penix pointing at Tua? That's one thing. Y'all, okay, so we might revisit this Tua Tagovailoa topic tomorrow because I do want to show the clips that me and CDT Beats were sending. He sent me one and I sent him another because that is hilarious where he was pointing at Tua over that, because I'm telling you, even he was sick of it. You could tell when he was doing that. Yeah, this is what y'all wanted. Oh, man.
There. As for the Denver Broncos, Davis Webb is the new play caller. Sean Payton.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've talked about Tua. Okay, so many Alabama fans will tell you their favorite quarterback is either Bryce Young or Tua Tagovailoa. I'm not one of them, y'all. I'm not one of them. I don't say that. My favorite quarterback was actually Mac Jones, and I have a reason for why it's Mac Jones. Mac Jones was the most accurate quarterback at Alabama, meaning he had less interceptions compared to Tua or Bryce Young. I really valued Mac Jones' decision-making in the pocket versus Bryce Young or Tua Tagovailoa. I feel like he was more careful, like better well-managed compared to Bryce Young or Tua Tagovailoa. That's why he's my favorite. But that's just me. Maybe I'm biased, y'all. Maybe I'm biased a little bit. We're at 134. What do I have it saved under?
That's just me. Maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion?
The Los Angeles Studios
All right, shout out
of
to you,
NFL.
Pooh Man. Always reminding me where I'm at. You know, it used to say where I was at, but now it doesn't do that. I don't know why it stopped doing that. I'll have to see. To be honest, I haven't looked at my video settings whenever I'm uploading these videos.
Out up nicely. Jared Stidham, 40-yarder to Cortland Sutton. That set up Adam Prentice. Touchdown.
Hey, what's up, KJ? KJ in the building, and we have DJ in the building. Good to see you. Tua has to learn that if you constantly push your body through pain, your body will eventually quit on you. Yeah, well, you know, Tua, he understands the risks. He knows the risks with it, and he has said himself that he is willing to die playing this game. I don't know how YouTube feels about that word, but that was Tua's words, not mine, okay? But that's what Tua said. He is willing to sacrifice himself for the game, and it really clearly shows with the hits he takes and the decisions he makes in the pocket. I would say so. I would say so.
I've did him out to one-handed Cortland Sutton. 3 catches, 60 yards in the 2 series. That'd be it for him. Jaleel McLaughlin over the middle. Over 200 yards of offense in their first 4 possessions. Cooper Rush. Look
now,
out.
I did see where Nightcap talked about how great the Broncos looked.
Grill, Johnny Barron, see ya.
And a house call. Mama, I see you soon.
Right before half, just when the Falcons thought they could make it a 2-possession game, it's now 24-0.
Can you hear it? Can you hear that it's 24-0?
Yeah,
you can hear it in the background.
It's just a long night from Matt Ryan. Let's send things out to the final throws of this game. Justin Kutcher, DJ Shockley, and Corey Wire on WAGA Atlanta.
You know, I want to say that they gave Tua Tagovailoas a really great deal. So, I mean, the Falcons might be hurting if things don't work out with Tua.
Into this crossover practices with Indianapolis and then going over to the game next week. He's earned himself the right to be out there a lot sooner than he came in the game tonight.
This pass down the sideline. Oh, nearly threaded perfectly.
Man.
At the last second. It's tipped by Sean Fresh Jr.
Hey guys, we talked about that right tackle spot.
Now, Matt, did you watch this game? Because if you watched this game, did they switch out quarterbacks? Did they test out different quarterbacks besides Tua Tagovailoas? I'm assuming it was a similar situation maybe to the Browns, but let me know.
Seeing Ethan Walla there, and almost got over the outstretched arms there and almost snuck in the end zone, but now, yeah,
that's
right
one you're going to wish you had back. We always talk about passes that quarterbacks wish they had back. That's one of them right there. That should have been a touchdown.
You got Brandon Walton. He's the 3rd guy who has been a part of that kind of competition in camp and did a really good job on that last play. But here's a big 4th down play here that you're trying to convert. See if the big Jack Strand can come through with a big 4th down play here.
10th play of the drive. Strand steps up, throws, his receiver fell.
Okay, so I'm
Christian
assuming that they had a different quarterback in because they just said somebody else's name.
Christian went down, got up, looking for a flag, will not get it.
Yeah, okay, I picked up on that. Yeah, they split reps. I picked up on that when I heard Strand, whenever I heard that name.
Brent Austin.
Atlanta making its last strand there. See what it did? Quarterback's name was Strand.
That was actually a cheesy joke, but I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for it. I ain't mad at it.
Listen, first blush, ugly. There's just no other way to put it.
Yeah, it was.
But Denver's defense is pretty damn good. Bijan wasn't playing. No Drake London. We did see Pitts out
Y'all,
there.
that ball, they're going to be heavily relying on Robinson. Didn't they get 2 Robinsons at the Atlanta Falcons now? Because I want to say that they got the former running back that Alabama had. His name is Bijan. Anyways, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Right? Is it a fair question to ask right now if 2 is the right choice?
It is, because they brought him in. And they had a quarterback there. Obviously, Michael Penix has been injured, but it's a new regime. And they brought in the guy they felt could run this offense. In preseason, it's very simple. Defensively, you run generic coverages. Let's just see who can play football. Offensively, you just want to see the offense operate. Let's run some basic plays.
Yeah, Strand. It said Strand. Strand was the other one that played, and then I didn't know that they got Cooper Rush. Why aren't they playing Cooper Rush? Honestly, Cooper Rush ain't that bad. If things don't work out with Tua, I would play Cooper Rush. Or, I mean, I don't know how Penix is, but you could play Penix too. If things don't work out with Tua.
The parts of operation is just taking the snap. You know, you fumbling a shotgun snap. I understand you standing in front of one of the top defenses in the NFL, but this is preseason. You just want to see them complete some passes and operate without struggle, and that's not what they seen in his 8 plays today.
Well,
Horrible.
it may be
Horrible. That play right there, you could tell he was holding on to the ball too long.
no choice but to start to start the season. If Penix starts the season on the physically unable to perform list, which means he will have to miss some games regardless. And then in that time period, potentially with all the starters and everything going their way, he can get his footing, his sea legs, and see what
What's
he can
up,
do.
Dan? Good to see you in the building. I'll play your drop. We're at 5:11. Hey, Dan, I actually got to talk to you about something. So, my friend Cree is doing karaoke nights. She had her first karaoke night. Dan, you got to show up to karaoke night, okay? It's on Rumble. You would have to create a Rumble account. It's similar to Twitch, but you're one that needs to show up to karaoke night because I know that you do karaoke. All right, let's see. Yeah, 5:11. Thank you, Pooh Man. All right, let's play Dan's drop.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Scott. Just finished up the show. Guess I'm gonna head on out of here. Cool. Go home watching some television or something. All right, enjoy.
Shout out to you, Dan.
On the Los Angeles
Yeah,
studios.
I sang a few songs. Let's see. I sang a Carrie Underwood song. Derek wanted me to sing a Carrie Underwood song. The Before He Cheats song. So I sang that. Trying to think of what all I sang. I sang 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. And I can't remember everything else that we sang. But we had such a good time doing that.
NFL.
Okay, we were at
No
5:11. Let me go back to where we were at.
Putting his sea legs and see what he can do.
Yeah.
Because they do have some remarkable weapons on this team at his disposal.
Absolutely. Offensively, they have everything in place except the quarterback. So that's the question mark. Matt Ryan was sitting in the booth looking like, no, I might need to come back. We seen him throwing some passes already in training camp, so Matt Ryan might be questioning, should I step back out there? I don't know.
Meanwhile, on the defensive side of the ball for the Falcons, they found out that James Pierce Jr., their sack-happy rookie from last year, who was in the running for Defensive Rookie of the Year as well, for the Atlanta Falcons. As for the other game that was being played that you did not see on NFL?
I think he's going to be out for a few months. They suspended him without pay. So the Atlanta Falcons are similar to, I put them right up there with the Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Those teams are probably going to be hurting this upcoming season. Oh, speaking of, they're about to get into the Commanders and the Dolphins. I don't know. Should I keep watching this? I'm kind of curious. After everything that's been going on with Jaden Daniels, and then they got one of their offensive line, the blind side, out because of injury. I'm curious about this one. And I'm curious who the Dolphins play. Did Ewers play? Because I know that the Dolphins had drafted Ewers from Texas, and he started a few times over Tua Tagovailoas when Tua was at the Dolphins. So I'm interested in this. I talked myself into it. I'm going to finish this video out. I want to see what they say.
Jaden Daniels not playing?
Yeah, not worried about his number here.
Okay. Well, I mean, Stephon Diggs, new to the team. He didn't suit up tonight. Malik Willis for new head coach Jeff Hafley. Devin Achane is returned to the team. We all know that. 14 yards right up the middle. Nicely done there.
Yeah, I'll send you the link next time she does karaoke night, okay?
Your $84 million contract extension in the offseason for him. Malik Willis, nice one-handed grab here by Caleb Douglas.
Yeah, it is. That's a great catch. You know, a lot of people say great catches. No, this
Wow,
is a great catch.
one-handed.
Because it's being
Coming up with that catch. Yeah, I love one-handed catches. Y'all, I have a short that I just made with Devontae Smith and his best one-handed catches.
He's being held. Focus, bring it in.
Nice 28-yard gain there that set up Achane from the 1 eventually. 14 plays, 91 yards. That was the only series for the starters. Jeff Hafley started putting in some of backups, if you will, or second and third stringers in his very young team, trying to find the right buttons to push. Marcus Mariota taking the hit and delivering that to Katron Allen.
Yeah, you got to sit in there and make these throws, but, you know, this is the NFL. You're going to take some hits.
Yeah, he banged knees on that play. You could see he was a little ginger getting up, and then on that handoff, something gave. That was it.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to see. The most important position in football is backup quarterback. Believe it or not, you need one. You got to have a good.
Did they lose their backup QB?
Yeah, he was done for the night after
Y'all
that.
know Dan Quinn is on the hot seat.
The win.
All right, there we go. There's that one. Let's get into Von Miller now. Y'all, Von was on Nightcap last night, and let's listen to this. Now, y'all, I've already seen this. I'm not going to lie to y'all, okay? I have already seen this, as I did watch Nightcap last night, and I know that they have Von Miller on there. I have mixed thoughts on Von Miller. I discussed this with Dan, actually, in the chat. I said, here's my issue with Vaughn. Like, I'm not mad that the Dallas Cowboys got that. Obviously, they needed somebody with the edge, right? So I'm not mad at it. But here's my thing that I'm going to be looking at. His age, because he is older, and how many snaps is he going to be taking? Is he going to be in the game on every down, or is he going to have to rotate? I'm assuming since he's older, he's probably going to be more rotational. But I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not getting ahead of myself and thinking, oh, this is the best thing ever for the Cowboys, okay? Like, I'm not ecstatic about it, but obviously this is just something that the Dallas Cowboys needed regardless.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports.
G Honda, perfect timing. G Honda, perfect timing. Like clockwork, I'm telling you. Because, yeah, I agree. Like, you get Von Miller, but you still don't pay George Pickens. Like, it's just typical Cowboys. This is what I say. It's typical Cowboy behavior with choosing to pay the wrong guys, and this is why I have an issue with them paying CeeDee Lamb all that money. It's like you pay the wrong players, and so you're always in this cycle of paying the wrong players at the wrong time. My eyes, I'm telling y'all, I'm on CeeDee Lamb's case this upcoming season. I'm not saying that he has to put up the most numbers or anything like that, right? I just want him to have better mechanics when it comes to being on the field. I want the drop passes to be improved. I want him to be, more reliable. Like, I would like to see more touchdowns, because we paid you to produce touchdowns and be that guy, and you only give me 3 touchdowns last season. That's inexcusable. I'm not making excuses for that. And I know many Cowboy fans, they like to say, well, he was injured and all this stuff. Missed me with that. He missed 3 games early in the season. He had like 14 games to make up for it. You mean to tell me he couldn't improve and get better? Y'all know I say this every time, okay? I say it every time. Oh, man. I talk about it. G Honda, why'd you get me started? Anytime it triggers me. Anytime I see GP's name get brought up, it triggers me. But, that's just how it goes with me when it comes to this topic. Let's see, which one is it?
So I'm not going to talk about it. I actually am going to talk about it a little bit.
Oh, it is a good time for a Stephen A one too, because I'm telling you, it gets me so heated when it comes to seeing GP's name get brought up.
I'm so sick of these people. You know,
So sick of it. So sick of these people. So sick of the Joneses. All right, let's play G Honda's drop since he's in the building.
Who the fuck could that be? What does his weird ass want now? What's up, Gaston?
Shout out to you, G Honda.
Hey guys, it's your favorite dunk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here.
Yes, G Honda, we talked about Hayden Panettiere at the start of the show because Pooh Man brought that up. You know, that's who everybody says. If there's two people that people always compare me to, it is the little girl from Remember the Titans, which was Hayden Panettiere, or Sandra Bullock. Let's play those drops in honor of Hayden Panettiere. Let's play the Sandra Bullock one too.
Hello? Enough with the trick plays, Bert. Run the dang ball. Run the dang ball. Run it.
Hey guys, it's your favorite
That's two people that I get compared to the most. All right.
We'll get back to this topic. We got a very special guest joining us. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl 50 MVP. He's an all-decade player of the 2010, and he was Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2011. Hey, bro, I don't care where he go. He can go to the Rams, he can go to the Bills, he can go to the Commanders, he can finish with the Cowboys. But he Bronco country, through and through. Von Miller. Von, what's up, Von?
Howdy, guys. How's it going?
What's up, boy? What they do?
Nah, it's dope, man. Ocho, man, how's it going, man?
Man, Von, I'm happy for you. Obviously, I would have liked for you to finish your career with the Broncos, but that seemingly wasn't in the cards. How did the Cowboys come about? When did you know that this was a possibility, and when did they finally close the deal?
Man, so they were the first team to contact me like a week before training camp. It had been like some talks about like
I
the
bet
Cowboys,
they were the first ones to contact you because I'm telling you, the Cowboys were desperate. The Cowboys needed those defensive positions filled because they got rid of the majority of their roster. There was only like, I want to say they got rid of 50% of their defensive roster, and then you also had the defensive coordinator gone, like changing the. I talk about it, right? I've talked about this. They rebuilt the defense, and this is what I mean by they rebuilt the defense. So they have to get guys to, replace those positions now, and it's crunch time. They're getting, desperate, to be honest with you, and that's part of the reason why they get Von Miller now. So it is what it is, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna let the video play.
throughout the whole off season, and it just seemed right for me. I live here in the off season. My mom and my dad are here. My kids are here.
I bet he trains at Sanders Fit I wonder if he trains at Sanders Fit in Dallas. For those of you who don't know, Sanders Fit is the same gym that Derrick Henry trains at, and it's located in Texas. So I'm wondering if that's where he trains at as well. I'm gonna look into that. I'll look into if he trains there or not, because I have access to that information. So I will see. I will find out if he is one that goes to that gym.
I always had a little blue on my heart since I was, a little boy, and
right.
always paid
Yeah, that's
attention
what
to
me
the Dallas Cowboys.
and Dan were talking about in my Discord. G Honda is, he played at Texas A&M. Y'all, that was years ago though. He's older, right? He's 37. So I don't really care where he played at college. All I care about is how do you play now? What are you going to do for me now with the Cowboys? That's what I'm focused on.
Cowboys, and my earliest memory of playing football include the Dallas Cowboys. I heard my daddy screaming in the back, and I ran back there to see what was going on, and he was screaming because the Dallas Cowboys had scored a touchdown. So that's my earliest memory of playing football, and to be back, here, to be back home is it's a dream within a dream. It's like Inception, the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. My dream has always been to play in the NFL, and to play for the Dallas Cowboys is a dream within a dream.
And most of the time, I think about some of the people. I'm not sure why they say, "Oh, Von Miller's old." Oh, if we not the same Von Miller old. What do you say to those people, especially with you having a productive season last year?
I like this question, y'all, because I'm looking at your age. I mean, it's one thing to talk the talk, but action. What's the action gonna show me? Like, you can say that, oh, well, I do this and that, but if it doesn't show that on the field, if the actions aren't proving that, then I don't know how much I buy into it.
Having 9 sacks, being able to come to the Cowboys, obviously you being from down there in Texas, how you feel? How's your body holding up? How do you feel a few years removed from ACL surgery?
I didn't know this part. Y'all, I didn't know this part. I didn't know that he is coming off of an ACL injury. See, you're 37 years old. You got an ACL injury. I do talk about the advancements of sports medicine and physical therapy and how I don't look at these injuries as harshly as, we would have in the past. I mean, with the advancements of sports medicine and physical therapy, the recovery for these athletes now is a lot better, and it prolongs their career nowadays. And obviously he's proof of that because he's 37 years old in a defensive position, still playing the game and still getting deals done, right? But here's my thing with that. You're still older. I mean, that's what gets me is the age, because you recover different when you're older. Even with the advancements of sports medicine and physical therapy, age is a major factor. So he is older. I don't know if his game is going to be the same. I don't know what we're getting. So I do have a few question marks.
Man, they can say what they want to say about, my on the field production. But there's no question about it. I am the best teammate in the history of the National Football League. When it comes to being a great teammate, I just know how to do it. I've been doing it for a long time. I know how to bring the guys together. I know how to win my guys, over. Every team that I've ever been on is not a guy in that locker room that'll say, anything bad about me. And that's what I care about. The guys that I work with. And I'll be able to do that here with the Dallas Cowboys. They can say what they want to say. I'm worth, 10 to 13 plays a game. I can win 10 to 13 plays a game, and that's with me not even stepping on the football field. Right. It's just the type of knowledge. It's just the type of knowledge of the game that I know, and to be able to get the guys to play around me to a level that they wouldn't normally play at, and that has nothing to do with the type of skill that I can bring on the football field. So being a great teammate, knowledge of the game, that's 10 to 13 plays a game. And
no advancements in medicine can save Tua. Oh man, I shouldn't laugh at that, but that was funny. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny.
I can still walk into 8 to 10 sacks now. I could. That's just walking in. That's just walking.
Talk your shit, right?
That's just walking.
You need to win one though, Vaughn. You don't need to win 8 to 10. If you win one time a game, that's 17 sacks. 17 sacks, you'll be historically great.
And I'm gonna have opportunities to do it though. Like, we got one of the best offenses in the National Football League. I'm gonna be able to play with the league, be able to play, up by 10, up by 13, up by 17 points. I'm gonna have those opportunities. We only won 5 games last year with the Commanders. We got hit with injuries and a whole lot of stuff, but we only won 5 games, and I was able to walk into 9 sacks. So, just being the type of player that I am, even at this stage of my career, I still feel like I can be effective.
But let me ask you a question. You get 9 sacks again, you walking away? Because I think that had a lot to do with it. I think if you'd have got 2 to 3 sacks, you'd like, you know what?
Yeah.
I ain't got it no more. 9 sacks.
Yeah.
9 sacks. There are a lot of guys that are much younger than you, Vaughn, that can't get 9
Ain't
sacks
got
in the
9
season.
sacks, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it just depends. You don't ever want to be a guy that
Yeah,
outstage
Dan,
your
I
welcome
take that
in
with
the
a grain
NFL.
of salt. You said most of the Cowboys players were hyped about the Vaughn signing. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, I mean, what Cowboy player is going to come out against the team and say, I'm not happy with this signing, we shouldn't have got him? Nobody's going to say that. They're always going to be welcoming and hype up that player. They're going to market that player positively to the fans, right? But the action might be different. That's what, it's all talk to me. What is the action going to prove? That's what I want to see. The players and the fans, they can hype this guy up all they want to, but I got to see it for myself. I got to see the action. I don't want to hear just the talk. I'm not with that. I'm just not with it. I'm not with the marketing of the player, hyping him up, saying, oh, like, how great he is, and all that. Just show me how you play.
And then, don't ever want to leave too early either, though. So this is another opportunity for me to go out there and play. I was hoping that the Denver Broncos would call, or Buffalo Bills, and none of those teams. Maybe I get another opportunity at that. But I can only take advantage of the present moment, and I got an incredible opportunity to play with a great team, great offense. I know Christian Parker really well. Rashawn Gary, Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark. They all came to my pass for a summit this year.
Well, I didn't know that they had a relationship like that. So that's good that he at least has some sort of, familiarity with Christian Parker.
Here.
Yeah.
Donovan as
So
a
I
rock,
just
who I
heard
know
a
him pretty well.
boom outside. I don't know what it is with this Carolina weather lately, but I'm telling you, it's been storming nearly every day for the past 2 weeks. I feel like every time you talk to me, it's storming. I just hear a boom. Oh, man.
Well, PJ Locke was my teammate in Denver. Javonte Williams. I'm familiar with a lot of these guys on this football team. They got one of the best offenses in the National Football League with George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott.
It's funny how he's taught you. Okay, so one thing I'm picking up on is he's continually saying the best offense, but notice he doesn't say anything about the defense. I'm picking up on that. It's like, what's the defense going to look like? Like, he hasn't said anything, oh, this is going to be the best defense yet.
So I got an incredible team to be around, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Hey, Vaughn, when you think about it, bro, you from Texas, 2-time Super Bowl champ. What do you think it's going to be like, honestly? I'm a huge fan, by the way, and I'm a huge Cowboys fan, so welcome. What do you think it's going to be like, bro, when you suit up for the first time, getting a chance to run out there and really be a Cowboy?
Man, it's going to be dope. I don't think it really just has not
I'm
hit me
telling
yet.
you, one thing that the Cowboys fans are going to do is welcome him in. And they have already done that. They're going to be so welcoming to Vaughn just because he's from Texas. He went to Texas A&M, and now he's reunited back to Texas playing for the Cowboys. They will be so welcoming to Von Miller, which, like I said, they've already been very welcoming.
I was talking to my agent about 6 hours ago, and he was like, man, we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this. And it's still, like, it just didn't hit me yet. Like, I kind of knew the whole time. I had been given, like, hints on social media and, like, playing with the fans on social media about the Dallas Cowboys for weeks now.
Yeah.
So it kind of was always there, but, like, to really, like, go all the way through it, it still hasn't hit me yet. My very first game playing in Cowboys Stadium was last year with the Commanders. That was my very first time playing with in Dallas Stadium. And, to be like a Dallas Cowboys full time, man, it still hasn't hit me yet, man. It's still like in that numb stage, man. But I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to get started.
Vaughn, you didn't play with that 51-48 game when Peyton,
Nope.
y'all had the blue.
No, I didn't.
You was hurt. That was okay.
Yeah, I didn't play in that one. My very first game.
We lost Vaughn. We're here, join back. But I mean, look at
Man,
his
that's
resume.
crazy to think about that. He's been in the league this long where we're talking about Peyton Manning. We're bringing it back to the Peyton Manning days. That's how long he's really been in this league.
Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP, all decades of the 2010s, 2011 Defensive Rookie of the Year. That is first ballot Hall of Famer. A member of that prize 2011 class with
Y'all
Cam
know
Newton,
what
the
I've
number
been
one
saying.
first pick.
Those accolades, that's fine and dandy. Don't give a dang. I don't give a dang about it. That's fine and great that he did all that in the past. What are you going to do now is what we need to focus on. Because those accolades from the past aren't going to help you out with your game this upcoming season. So that's just my thought.
You have Von Miller, you have Julio Jones, A.J. Green, Richard Sherman, Cam Hayward, Cam Jordan. All of those guys were in that draft. J.J. Watt.
That just
were in that
shows
draft.
you, wow, that just shows you how long he's really been in the league. They brought up Julio Jones. You know, Julio Jones is retired. Oh, man, they took it back. They took it way back. I don't even know. I might have been in high school when Julio Jones started playing in the NFL, maybe, if not middle school.
Damn.
Yeah, they had some boys. That was a good year there.
Hey,
Vaughn, we've heard you guys talk about it. You, Sherm, you guys have talked about it. That you believe. A lot of people say 1983 is the best drafted class ever. You say nah. When you look at our draft class from top to bottom, you look at Cam going number 1, and I was number 2, and you look at J.J. Watt, you look at Cam Hayward,
Shout
you look
out
at Cam
to
Jordan.
Pooh Man. Y'all remember Pooh Man sent me that graphic of the best draft classes, and I want to say that Von Miller was on that draft class list because it had Julio, Hayward, and all those guys.
Houston had 22 sacks in that draft class.
Yep.
Is 2011 the best draft class ever assembled?
Man, you know, I'm gonna go with that one all day. You know, Cameron Hayward is in that draft. Richard Sherman. We got a lot of guys.
Cam Jordan.
We got Cam
Oh, that's
Jordan.
right.
We got a lot
It
of Hall
also
of
had
Fame guys in
Sherman
that
on there. I
class.
forgot about him being on the list.
And you know, the other one, they got Hall of Fame guys in that class too. But you know, top to bottom, man, we got some players that have really changed, you know, the face of football. And it's dope to be associated with those guys. I knew we had a special group whenever I was coming out. You know, having Marcel Darius and Cam Newton and Julio Jones and
A.J. Green
and Patrick Peterson, A.J. Green, Tyron Smith. You know, J.J. Watt, like it just goes up and down the list. You know, up and down the list of guys that have had a huge effect on this game.
You know, I have a question. Obviously, you've accomplished so much in this NFL. Based on your resume, based on your accolades, you are a Hall of Famer. If you could write the perfect storybook ending to your career, what would it look like?
I mean, obviously, you know, the game is not fun no more, like, unless you're playing in big time games. Like, once you experience, like, you know, AFC Championship games, NFC Championship games, Super Bowls, you know, divisional games, winning those games and playing those primetime games, like, football is hard, man. It's tough, man. And if you're not playing those games, it kind of don't have that sting no more. So, you know, for me, I would like to continue playing in those games and, you know, continue playing the AFC Championships to have another shot at a Super Bowl. You know, that'd be the best ending for me. I only need 3.5 more sacks to be top 5 in NFL history. So, you know, 3.5 sacks, like, you know, I can get that 2.5 games, 2 games.
Yes.
You know, I can walk in.
130.5. I mean,
yeah, 138 and a half, and I need
130.5, 11.5. Ball put you at 150.
Yep.
Now you got Bruce at 2, you got 205, you got Reggie at a 198.
Yep.
I think Kevin Green's next at 160.5.
I think, you know, I'm just gonna be realistic and, you know, optimistic at the same time. I can walk. So Michael Strahan, I can get Michael Strahan at 3.5 sacks. He's number 5. So I can get top 5.
That's crazy to think about him beating Michael Strahan's record. Y'all know I love me some Michael Strahan. I know he played for the New York Giants, but man, I love me some Michael Strahan. So that's crazy to think about that he could potentially beat Michael Strahan. And y'all, if he stays healthy, I think he can do it. Now, I didn't get into this, but he talked about, he went to Texas A&M. He's from Texas. But a fun fact is for those of you who don't know, Texas A&M is a very big agriculture school, right? He actually studied poultry, like chickens. He, like, something with poultry science or something like that. And he has his own, like, cut brand of chickens. Like, you could buy chicken breasts and all that. He's wearing the hat that he has for that business. But I'm assuming he eats really clean. I would hope, right? I think that would be a huge benefit for him if he does eat, very organic, only what he grows and raises. Like I said, he went to Texas A&M agriculture school, so he's very educated on, like, the best of the best for what you are consuming. I would hope that benefits him with his career. I hope that helps him this upcoming season, because I'm telling you, I want to see him do really well. I do. Now, I did tell you all my concerns with the age and how many snaps, how many downs will he be in. That's my thing.
When it's all said and done, for sure.
I like that.
Hey, we locked in, baby. Hey, Vaughn, I'm gonna be locked in, baby. I'm gonna be. Hey, I just need you to get out to that quarterback, man. Do your thing, brother. Do
Y'all,
your thing.
I talked about this too. I said this from the start. Ever since we found out that Micah Parsons was going to the Packers, I said, watch. I said, this is what will happen with the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to get rid of Micah Parsons just to have to go through the cycle of finding someone just like Micah Parsons. That's what we've been on the hunt for, it seems like, is trying to get a guy that can get after the quarterbacks. They've added Von Miller. They've talked about Max Crosby. I don't know if I see Max Crosby leaving. I feel like Adam Schefter kind of killed that story, that he's very adamant about being with the Raiders. And then you do have Nightcap. Nightcap was saying, we're not buying it. So to me, that's still up in the air, but just going based off what Adam Schefter reported on, it's just not likely that Max Crosby's leaving the Raiders, okay? And I think this is why they got Von Miller. But I'm telling you, it's just like clockwork when it comes to the Cowboys. You get rid of Micah Parsons just to turn around and try to find somebody just like him. Oh, never fails.
Before you go, Vaughn, you mentioned you got kids. How old is the oldest now? Because they know what dad does. Now they get an opportunity to go to the game. And I think you got girls, so they in that cheerleading outfit. They got little cowgirl cheerleading outfit. They're going to be excited. They don't have to leave. They don't have to go fly, get on the plane, and come see dad play. They can just, get in the car and come see dad play.
Yeah, so my oldest, he's 5. Today was his fifth birthday.
Okay, you got a 5-year-old.
I got a 5-year-old, I got a 3-year-old, and I got a 7-month-old.
Wow, he got 3 kids. That's so cute. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. He's kind of cute. I don't know. Typically, I'm not into, like, the mustache thing, but I don't know. It kind of works for him, okay? He's not a bad-looking guy either.
My oldest is dope because when the Cowboys called, right, and I was on the phone and I was telling everybody, I was like, hey, man, like, guess who called me today? Like, this was about 2-3 weeks ago. And my oldest son, he's paying attention. And I got on the phone with one of my boys, and I was like, hey, like, guess what team called me today? And my son said, the Dallas Cowboys called my dad. So he's at that age where he's conscious of what's going on. So that's right. That's what I always wanted for my kids to be able to remember and not just have to go.
Today are picking up more on sports. Honestly, I didn't understand football until like I was like in 3rd grade. So I was a little bit older, but these kids are younger and younger understanding the game. It's impressive, y'all. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. It's impressive seeing how these kids are so educated on these players. Because, I've got, little kid relatives, and seeing their knowledge, seeing how they talk about these different players, I'm like, man, like I could have a full-on conversation with these kids about sports, and they know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I didn't understand the game though until I was like in 3rd grade. That's really when, you know, I started picking up on like what my dad was teaching me with like different positions and football and all of that. But man, these kids are so young learning the game.
YouTube and see what type of player I was. So, you know, for them to be conscious and aware is super cool.
Hey Vaughn, I got a 4-year-old son over here, man. Hey, look, I'm trying to put this squad together. I might need your boy over here, man. You say you got a 5-year-old. I need. I'm trying to put a squad together now.
Yep, I got a 5-year-old. His name is Valor. My 3-year-old.
Dang, I like
his name
those
is
names.
Victory.
Valor. That's a powerful name for a son. Valor. I like that name. Oh, and Victory. That's another good one.
Same day as Super Bowl 50. So he was born February 7th, 2023. Then I got my youngest, her name is Virtue.
Wow.
She's 7 months.
I love all those names. Those are such impactful names. So you have Valor, Victory, and Virtue. I love those names.
Her birthday was December 26th. So right after Christmas.
Wow.
Damn. That's dope. Well, Vaughn, hey, I mean, I know that you got to do what you got to do with the Cowboys this year, but don't give up hope on the more Broncos.
No, I'm not.
I think you got one more round in you. You can finish up like your favorite Unc did. I went back one last time. It didn't work out. I didn't get to the Super Bowl, but I got a chance to come home.
Man, I tried, man. You know, like I tried, and
I don't know. I don't see Vaughn. I don't see Vaughn going back to the Broncos. I could be wrong, but I just don't know if Vaughn would do that because, you know, I feel like this guy wants his legacy to be retiring as a Dallas Cowboy, because if he was from Texas, went to Texas A&M, and now he's playing with his dream team that he grew up wanting to play for, I don't see him wanting to get out of that.
Been scared to, you know, get on the phone with the GM or text the GM or let Broncos country know that I'm still thinking about the Broncos. Like I never been scared. I never had too much.
I think the one thing that would probably get him to go back is if he thought he had a shot for a Super Bowl with the Broncos. Maybe that would cause him to go back. But like I said, I don't think that's very likely. I feel like he'll stay a Cowboy now.
Pride, the ego to let my teams that I played for before know that I'm still interested. And I did that this offseason. I did that last offseason as well. And we'll see how it going forward. But, you know, I'll definitely end my career with the Broncos in some form or fashion.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. He said he might end his career with the Broncos in some form or fashion. I'm surprised by that. I don't know if I buy it, but he said that.
That's when we're going to get you out of here. You're the co-founder of Green Pastures
Chicken. That's the brand he has for his own chicken cuts. So he has, I think there's chicken livers, chicken hearts, chicken breasts, chicken tenders, you know, all those things. It's all grown, like, you know, free-range chickens. They eat, like, the own crops that they have, plus, you know, different bugs. So it's, you know, very, you know, fresh and organic.
Down the chicken business. And why these damn eggs so damn high?
So, you know, my chicken company is Green Pastures Chicken. It's based here in Texas as well, right outside of Elgin. We have a pasture-raised, organic, non-GMO, humanely raised product. One of our biggest partners is Meat Church with Matt Pittman. He's the official pit boss with the Dallas Cowboys as well. So it was so many things that just made sense for me to sign with the Dallas Cowboys. You know, we sell our chickens at Central Market here in Dallas. You know, and other teams, like I could talk about Green Pastures Chicken, you had to get online to order it. Now you can just go to Central Market here in Dallas and go buy our birds. So it was just so many different things that made sense for me to sign with the Dallas Cowboys. But Green Pastures Chicken, you know, they live a country club lifestyle. I think you can taste, you know, the difference in our birds.
He said those chickens live the country club lifestyle. I genuinely believe him on this because, you know, somebody who went to an agriculture school, they're not going to play about it, okay? They're going to make sure it's the best of the best.
Green PassesChicken.com to really check it out.
So I'm gonna have to, when I come to Dallas, I'm gonna have to check him out because you were ag major at Texas A&M.
Poultry science. Okay, I thought that's what he majored in. So he majored in poultry science at Texas A&M. Y'all, the only reason why I'm so familiar with like Texas A&M, even though I'm not a Texas A&M fan, the only reason why I'm familiar with it is because I have friends who went to Texas A&M. They also are like living right near Texas A&M Stadium. So like big connections to that school. So I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about this. So I thought he majored in poultry science.
About chickens myself. So, Vaughn, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, man.
Yes,
Congratulations. And to stay healthy and wish you
All
best
right,
of luck.
there's the interview with Von Miller, who is now a Dallas Cowboy. Y'all, we have D in the building. We have Cree in the building. I want to acknowledge D for showing up. Shout out to D from Talk Me Through It podcast. If y'all are not already subscribed to Talk Me Through It podcast, make sure you subscribe. Great content over there. Let's see. Find D's name here. Here we go.
You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good.
Shout out to D from Talk Me Through It podcast. And we have Cree in the building. Shout out to you, go Cree. I was telling Dan about your karaoke night. Now, Dan, he's somebody who likes karaoke, and I told Dan, I said, hey, next time Cree has karaoke night, you gotta show up. Because we had so much fun, y'all. We had so much fun at karaoke night. Let me find your drop, Cree. I think I passed it. Here we go.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane?
Shout out to you, go Cree. Alright, I have one more video about Nightcap and their reaction to Von Miller being signed. So, y'all seen the interview. Now I want to see what's their personal thoughts about it.
Hey guys, it's your favorite dunk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap.
Actually, I lied. I think I have another video. I just didn't add it. But I do have another video, and it was talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and they better back up what they're saying. Y'all, that's what I've been talking about. With all this hype that's been going on with the Dallas Cowboys offense, they better back it up. That's why I'm saying I am on CeeDee Lamb's case. I do have one more video, actually. But let's finish up their other thoughts on Von Miller.
Stay for the story. Georgia Cowboys just got a new weapon. Anytime Pro Bowler Von Miller is signing with the Dallas Cowboys.
Did you come into the building? Shout out to Juice. My notification says disabled. I didn't change the status. YouTube on BS. Hey, it's all right. At least you're here now. I ain't mad at it. I don't care. You know, show up whenever you can. Let's play your drop, Juice. I started seeing your name in the chat, and I was like, wait, Juice is in the building?
Everyone wave goodbye to Juice Box! Literally wave! Do it! Parents too! Everyone wave! Okay. Guys.
Shout out to Juice.
Hey guys, it's your favorite
you know what?
here.
Y'all make sure you're subscribed to Juice Drops Entertainment. She has her own channel as well. She drops very informative content that you all need to be educated on, so make sure you're subscribed to her channel, okay? Let's see, okay. Gotta fast forward through this.
Georgia Cowboys just got a new weapon. Anytime Pro Bowler Von Miller is signing with the Dallas Cowboys. Von went to DeSoto High School, matriculated at Texas A&M, is now headed to the Dallas Cowboys. Von is coming off a 9-sack season in the NFC East where he played with the rival Washington Commanders. Now he's on the Dallas Cowboys. Von posted a photo of himself. Dallas, let's make this one special.
in the 40 jersey with the captaincy on. We'll see if he's the captain, but hey, something very special in Dallas. Joe, you like this move?
Hey, that's why I like to see
They
on
need veteran presence. I have no doubt that Von Miller is going to be labeled as a captain.
I like his energy. You hear me? Hey, let's get to it. You hear me? We need somebody who can get out to that quarterback, man. You can say what you want to say. If you ain't got nobody who can get out to that quarterback and make him speed up and rush a little bit, hey, man, listen. So, welcome, Vaughn. I'm sure this is a dream come true for you.
Excuse my behavior. You're in the building, too. We're at 106. Tiffany, you are going to get acknowledged. I apologize, Tiffany. Man, I always miss somebody, it seems like. All right, let me get my act together. Gotta acknowledge Tiffany. Tiffany, I did add your new drop, I believe. Oh, wait. I lied, Tiffany. Tiffany, I'm failing you today. I thought I added it. I do have it on the computer, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait. No, okay, I do have it. We're going to play both these drops, okay? I did add it. All right, now let's play this other one. Oh, I think it already played. It's really quick. All right, see? This is the second one. It's really quick, okay? Don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it. How to make sure I had a good pause game here, okay? You see him dancing at the wedding? Shout out to you, Tiffany. My bad for not acknowledging you before. Okay, you know, we will be perfect in every aspect of the game. I need to clean it up, y'all. I need to clean up my game.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game.
There we go.
Hey guys, it's your favorite
All
on here.
Shout out to Pooh Man. Telling me where I was at. There we go.
A little bit. Hey, man, listen. So, welcome, Vaughn. I'm sure this is a dream come true for him. As Cowboy Nation, man, we graciously, accept you, brother. Hey, we got work. hey, we got work to do though. Now we got work to do. We got work to do. Yeah.
Ocho, what you thinking?
Listen, I'm happy for him. Anytime you get to play in your home state for one of the best franchises of all time, hell, maybe the best. From a football standpoint, franchise of all time, right in your home backyard, family can come, they ain't got to fly nowhere. Go right down there in Arlington. It's always a dope thing. And then for Vaughn having the success he had last year and having a 9-sack season, I think maybe a year or two, maybe 3 removed from an ACL injury, and still being able to be productive like that is at his said position, where at one point he was top 3 at what he did. So I'm happy for Vaughn. I'm hoping he can bolster that defense and help them improve, especially when it comes to putting pressure on quarterbacks when they do play. That's going to be tremendous for them, tremendous for the Cowboys. Very, very good pickup. Very good. And this is another thing, Uncle Joe.
What's up?
What Jerry
Y'all
also
know,
has to understand is Jerry understands.
Because they did have Von Miller on the show. So it's not like they're going to come on the show giving their true thoughts and speaking negatively on the guy. So I'm taking what they say with a grain of salt. Because, I mean, how would that look if they were talking bad about the guy and then he comes on the show? That ain't happening. So, I don't know if this is like the real deal of what their thoughts are.
And that window of opportunity is closing too. You understand that our window of opportunity is closing, so you want to get pickups like this with impact players, not just bodies for camp, not just adding 53 to your roster, but somebody that can make an immediate impact right away. Because that window of opportunity to try and win one after a 25 or 30-year hiatus is right now.
Yeah, I think this is no risk to the Cowboys. You're signing on a minimum salary. Anything that he gives you is a bonus. He can still rush the quarterback.
Yeah.
And if the Cowboys offense is what we expect them to be.
That's the one good thing about this is just like, your typical one-year deal. Like, I talk about this all the time. Like, the older players, that's when you start getting these one-year deals. They're playing for the minimum. So it's nothing like too impactful to where it hurts your team. So, I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at this, but we'll see how this goes. He is older. He is coming off of an injury. Can he stay healthy? All those questions that come with having an older player is what I'm looking at.
Should be ahead in a lot of these games. So it should take the run element out of it. A lot of these games. Now, obviously, there are going to be some games there's going to be nip and tuck, and they're going to have to come back. And the defense is going to have to make plays to get them the ball back. But I think with Vaughn, I like Sam Williams. Before he tore his knee, he was a guy that could get pressure. Rashawn Gary seems to get off to these fast starts, and then he tapers down towards the end of the season. Ocho, we had him on, and in the first 7 games, he had like 8-9 sacks. And then he didn't get another sack the rest of the season. So they got to figure out what's going on with him and why does he start so fast and taper off, and why can't he sustain the level of play that he's having. Now, Quentin Williams just signed a big-time contract. They got Kenny Clark. They've got a lot of guys in there that they feel that can stuff the run, make a team one-dimensional, because if you don't turn off their water with the run, you're not going to be able to stop them, because they'll play action pass you and use their entire playbook to defeat you. So I like this pickup for Vaughn. I'm happy for Vaughn. I know he really wanted to go back to the Broncos, but they're so deep at that position. I wish he could have finished his career with the Broncos, but unfortunately that doesn't seem like it's going to happen. But he's found a home very close to his home in Dallas with the Cowboys, and I'm excited for him and see what, because he's still bendy. He ain't what he once was in Super Bowl 50. He is not what he was when he got to help get the Rams to the Super Bowl, but he still can pressure the quarterback.
Okay, so I like how Shannon Sharp's still being honest. This is why I like Nightcap, y'all, because I was worried. I was like, are they really going to sugarcoat and really give their true thoughts on Von Miller? That's what I was concerned about. Because sometimes, when you're having a guest on, like I said, Von Miller, he was on the show. So would they really truly give their thoughts on what they actually think about Von Miller being there? Here's Nightcap getting honest with it. They're talking about, he's not what he once was like in his younger years. But he still can do great things, which is something I do believe in. I think he will still do something good, but it's not just going to look the same as what it would have been with his younger years, right? So I'm glad that Shannon Sharp is, being real about it.
A scenario where he has 7 to 8 sacks this year? Yep. Based on what they have offensively, I absolutely could see that.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out
Joe,
to
I know you extremely happy.
Shout out to you, the Tribulation Kids. I seen you in the comment section of my shorts earlier, and I am so glad that you showed up to the live. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the show. But you said, I'm new here, just listening in. # Stash. Shout out to Stash, right? But thank you for showing up. Y'all, welcome him in to the show. Part of the Touchdown Tribe now. So make sure you guys welcome him in.
Happy about that.
Well, listen, man, anytime we can get some help, especially defensively, Uncle Ocho, y'all know, man, that's what we suffer the most. Offensively, we pretty good. But defensively, getting after their quarterback, causing hell, getting, like Uncle say, getting some hell raisers down there. Man, listen, that man back home, he gonna show up and show out.
Yeah.
Hey, Ocho.
Yeah.
Like my boy say, Mortimer, we're back. We back, Ocho. We back, baby.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on. Let's play some games first. Now on paper, I know it look good.
Here he go. Deb it down a look.
Yes, I'm with Ocho on this. This is everything I've been saying. I need to clip that. Y'all always talk about, I need to clip this, I need to clip that. But this is something I need to clip too, because let's let them play first. This is what I've been talking about. Let him play. What is my saying that I tell y'all? I say, I want to see what it is when the cleats hit the turf. Show me what we're working with. It's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to have action behind those words, okay? So I'm with Ocho on this. Ocho, I know he talks a little out of pocket at times, but he's right about this part.
I'm talking good about you. Now, offensively, that's the Cowboys' identity. That's the Cowboys' identity, offensively. Now, maybe you can stop the run. You got Von Miller, you got Quentin Williams, you got Kenny Clark, right?
Yeah.
But again, they're going to test your secondary, Joe. I know you got Caleb down, but I'm saying they're going to test your secondary. That's always been your weak. That's one of your weaknesses as well.
I agree. I agree.
We're going to see what Bland we're going to get this year. What the Ron Bland we're going to get. Can we get the one when Brother Diggs went out and he came in and had Hey, Unc, it seemed like every week he was taking an interception back to the house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, DeRon Bland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
he get some seasoning to his game
back
now.
to that?
Yeah, hey, the boys have got some experience under their belt, man. Look, we back, baby. If our secondary can hold up Uncle Ocho, they ain't got to be held worldwide or nothing like that there. You know what I mean? Be pedestrian, be pretty damn good. Like, we'll be all right, bro.
Yeah.
It's
not like Joe. I like y'all.
Problems that the Dallas Cowboys had last season, even the season before that. I really don't put it on the players. I don't put that on Micah Parsons. I don't put that on Trayvon Diggs. I don't put it on them because honestly, it came down to having horrible defensive scheme. That's what it came down to. I was not impressed. It's never looked good since the best we had with Dan Quinn. Under Dan Quinn, our defensive scheme was probably the best that had been in a long time. Like, we were really getting things done on defense with Dan Quinn. I mean, obviously, when it came to the final games, like against Green Bay Packers at one point in time, and then the San Francisco 49ers, you know, we came up short. But at least under Dan Quinn, we got further, right? I'm telling you, the defense under Zimmer, under Eberflus, it ain't nothing. It was nothing. That wasn't it. I was saying, get him off the field. He needs to be fired, is what I was saying.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired. He's fired.
Hey, guys, it's your favorite
That's
dunk
what
here.
I was saying when it came to Zimmer, and then when we had Eberflus, I was like, get him off the field, fire him. And sure enough, we ended up getting rid of him. I was at 552. I actually remember where I was at this time. Let's see. Here we go.
Like, we'll be all right, bro.
Yeah. It's not like Joe. I like y'all. Joe, I ain't got no problem.
You heard what he said, Ocho?
What?
Talk about if his secondary could be good. If a dog had a square butt, he poop blocks.
Come on, man.
But it's round, so we know what come out. We know how it come out.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying. Ocho and I, we don't want you to get too high, Joe, because we don't want to have 17 weeks you being disappointed.
Nah. I don't care what happened, man.
And
Listen,
honestly,
we ain't going for that this year.
I don't put that on Dan Quinn because it didn't matter what defense we had. It didn't matter. We have always consistently struggled with stopping the run. That's always been a consistent issue. Don't matter what defensive coordinator we had.
Bro. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Hey, Champ, the Cowboys fans, look, I promise y'all, man. Look, if I had to go down there and talk to Dak, CD Lamb, and pick my damn self, you hear me?
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna get something done this year, partner. You best believe that.
Okay.
What y'all get done, Joe?
Yeah, you know, hey. Just sit back, y'all watch the show, baby. Get your popcorn ready.
Yes, sir. That reminds me of Lane Kiffin. I will never forget that. Did y'all see that game? It was Ole Miss versus Alabama, and it was when we still had Nick Saban as head coach, and Lane Kiffin came out there, get your popcorn ready, and then we ended up beating Ole Miss. So that's funny that he said that. I don't know why. Get your popcorn ready. That reminded me of Lane Kiffin.
Diamonds on my neck, I bend. Yeah, that's what Von Miller gonna be doing. Bend, yeah. Bend, yeah. Bend getting to that quarterback. Hey.
Y'all done started.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something, boy. The last thing y'all wanted for them Cowboys to jump out, I'm talking about we jump out running. Ooh, y'all ain't gonna.
Y'all jump out like 7-0, huh?
Boy, y'all ain't gonna want to see me every Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
Well, y'all ain't gonna want to see me. Boy,
No, Joe. Okay, I don't know. I'm telling you, they better do good because if they do bad, first thing that comes out of Ocho and Shannon's mouth, they gonna be giving you it up the road and back. I'm telling you, they are gonna be on your case, Joe, if it don't work out with the Cowboys. I really hope it goes well for him because I'm telling you, if it don't, you're going to get what you deserve. This is why I don't overhype the Cowboys, y'all. I'm not a delusional Cowboy fan. This is exactly why I don't be saying some of the stuff that you hear Joe saying right now, because it's like, I ain't trying to hear people come at me saying, oh, look at you, you little fool. You were overhyping the Cowboys, and now look at you. You ain't trying to do that to me now, okay? I ain't the delusional Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
Joe, listen, I'm happy for you.
You're going to probably start the season about 1-3.
2-2 at the best.
2-3, 2-2 at the best. Y'all, I gotta go back and look at our schedule because I'm telling you, there's a few games where it's like, I don't know, we'll see. Because I think starting off, we play the Ravens.
Who gonna start 1-3? Oh man, I don't know what you must have been on that. Hey, you must have had some LaPorte before you got on here tonight. You had to. Ain't no way in here. I already knew it. Yeah, you tripping.
See, Joe, I'm singing positive praises for your Cowboy, Joe. That's
Honestly, Dan, that's the goal, right? I just want to see improvement with the defense. I'm not asking for too much. Like, I'm not expecting. I shouldn't say asking for too much. Scratch that. I should say I'm not expecting too much. My expectations aren't too high considering they're rebuilding that defense. So, I mean, I wouldn't even say I'm pushing for the defense to be average, okay? I have a very low expectation when it comes to that Dallas defense.
Hey, offensively, Joe, ain't nobody finna touch y'all. Y'all got too many weapons. Now, listen, again, your interior is solid. Yes. Your second level, I'm not so sure. Second level, I'm not so sure. In the secondary,
I'm questioning. I would add the Giants to the list. Depending on how it goes with the Giants, I'm curious to see how the Giants start off when it comes to regular season because you have an experienced head coach. You brought in great pieces. The quarterback talent is obviously there. We'll see what happens with Jackson Dart. But even the Giants, it could be similar to what you see with the Eagles where the Giants win one and, we lose one. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I feel like we might get at least one win from the Eagles, either, starting off early in the season or later on in the season. I feel like it's usually how it goes. We alternate. Very rarely do you see it just a clean sweep. But, we'll see what happens with that.
More of a question mark, even with you adding Caleb Downs. I'm not saying nothing bad, but I'm saying y'all gonna be all right. On paper, it look good. But on Sunday, everything on paper don't matter. What you gonna do between them lines, boy, when that whistle blow?
Wait till the season start. Boy, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see? Y'all gonna see we ain't gonna be nothing nice.
That right tackle. I mean, his last name's Steele, but be paired like paper mache. I'm just saying. You gonna find out, Joe. The thing gonna start up early in the morning.
We gonna see. We gonna get it right. Cause I think we start off on the road. I know we play the Giants.
Y'all on the road. Y'all play the Giants opening week.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, that's gonna be a good one.
Wait, we play the Giants opening week? For some reason, I thought we played the Giants, or I thought we played the Ravens starting out. So we play the Giants opening week. Y'all, I got my eyes on that game. I'm curious to see how, what a game to be watching starting out. Because I was curious how the Giants are going to look. And obviously I'm curious how the Cowboys are going to be on defense. Sure enough, the opening game for that is going to be with the Giants. What are the odds?
Hey, Joe, you think y'all got an answer for Jackson Dart?
You think they got an answer for us? Here, you talking about? They talking about Jackson Dart. We ain't worried about them damn Jackson Dart. Do they got an answer for us?
Hold on, do y'all have it?
The trash talking coming out of his mouth is so funny. He's like, well, does Jackson Dart have an answer for us? What you talking about? Man, I'm telling you.
Answer for OBJ, Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton. I'm just saying, I mean.
Scat Pack, old Scatterboo.
Scat Pack, hey. Wait.
Hey, tonight must be comedy special night tonight, huh? Y'all tell
the
it.
Cowboys play the Ravens in, isn't that a game out of the country or something? Brazil or something like that? I don't know where they're playing. But I thought they played the Ravens. When is that game? Okay, Brazil. Okay, I thought it was Brazil. Week 3. Okay, thank you for that, Dan.
I ain't trying to make no jokes.
Y'all telling jokes tonight. That's what we doing. We telling jokes tonight.
Hey, what's Slayton's first name? I'm
Darius.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about Darius Slay Jr., man. I love Darius Slay Jr.
And he done got, he a settled man now. He done got married. Oh,
Yeah.
he might bust out with y'all about 110
Hey,
for
Boy,
a
hold up. Y'all seen what my boy Dak had to go through this summer? Boy, y'all don't think we finna come out here and lay five to somebody, boy? Yeah. But we ain't finna play no game. We pissed off behind that. Okay, Ocho, I'm just letting y'all know. Yeah.
Hey Joe, I ain't never been to Jerry.
A relationship ended. It happens all the time.
Well, listen, now it don't happen like that. It don't happen like that a lot of times. Baby, we gonna come out gunslinging that thing.
Hey, you know what, Joe?
What happened? Man, Stack Jack called his wedding off. They're supposed to be walking down the aisle.
Yeah, I'm saying it don't happen all the time. Now I know about that one. I'm just saying.
No, it happens all the time. It's just not high profile people when you get reported.
Hold on, what happened? What you say, Unc? I ain't heard that one before.
Oh man, here he go.
Nah, I mean the wedding got called off.
Oh, they're talking about Dak Prescott and that wedding. Oh man, with Sarah. Y'all, I think they're still together. Because they were together with the birthday party. They still follow each other on social media. I'm pretty sure she went to one of his events for Faith Fight Finish. So I'm pretty sure they're still together. They're just obviously not going to get married.
Dak's wedding got called off.
I'm talking about you gave an example of somebody else though.
Oh, Stack Jack.
Yeah.
Steven Jackson. He talks about it.
Oh yeah, that was a good one though. That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, she wouldn't sign the prenup.
Steps ahead.
You see the guy in Jersey.
I don't like that. I don't like how Shannon Sharp said that. Y'all, that is a lot of misinformation out there. Like, they've been adamant that it wasn't over the prenup. Like, she even said, because Speakeasy even did that. Speakeasy brought up the prenup thing, and she went in the comment section of Speakeasy and said, this wasn't over a prenup. I hope we can put that rumor to rest. And then it came out that obviously Dak struggles with like infidelity. What have I talked about? What have I talked about with this when it comes to athletes and coaches? When you are an athlete or a coach, and this goes for men and women, the chances of you having an affair are extremely high because you are on the road. You know, you're away from your spouse or your significant other. The chances of you getting caught up like in a workplace affair or, you know, what have you, that's extremely high. Look at what happened with the Michigan head coach, right? Then you look at what happened with the Arkansas head coach. So affairs happen, okay? You kind of need to know what you're signing up for. I don't think it should have, I feel like it shouldn't have been blown up the way it was over the whole like infidelity thing. I feel like, you know, that's just what you got to know comes with the territory. Does that mean it's right? No, but it's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen. Even David in the Bible, okay? Y'all know what they say about David from the Bible, a man after God's own heart, but even he struggled with infidelity. So, you know, I don't judge it too harshly when it comes to athletes or coaches having affairs. Because I just feel like it is extremely hard being away from your spouse or your significant other, and you're going to struggle with temptation.
He offered a $723 million. She wants $6.2 billion.
What?
Now that's a little bit of misinformation there. Don't look too much into that.
Can't be with nobody like that, bro.
Hold on, time out.
I'm sorry, you can't be with nobody like that.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on. Rewind that back one more time and say that again.
There's a hedge fund guy in Jersey. It's being reported. He offered his wife over $700 million in alimony and divorce proceedings. She said, no, I want $6.2 billion.
Damn.
That's what's being
reported.
Wait,
is he talking about a different athlete? Hey. I want to say he's getting into a different athlete now.
Hey, Joe. Hey, that's crazy too, Joe. Cause you got to think about it. Most of the time when you come into some money and you reach a certain level, especially if that person wasn't with you when you were shooting in the gym. You hear me? If that person wasn't there before you had that kind of money, you got to understand those that you're able to get, those that you're able to attain and have access to. Once you have money, you know, 90% of the reason that you're able to get him or have access to him is because of what you have and what you can do.
All right, there you go. We got a little off topic at the end, but I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of tired now. I was going to react to another video talking about how the Cowboys need to back up what the hype is all about, and I think I'll save that for tomorrow because I'm a little bit tired. You know, I feel like I've been live streaming for like 7 hours. I know it hasn't been no 7 hours, but that's what it feels like right now. You said, you know what team that I am kind of nervous about when we play the Titans at home later in the year. Titans, that's an interesting one. Because, you know, they have, what's his name? Robert Shayla, however you say his name. They hired him as the head coach. You have Dayball as is he an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator? I can never remember. And he was at Alabama. I want to say, was he an offensive coordinator? Let me look. I always get it confused. No, maybe it was. Yeah, offensive coordinator. I was right. Okay, it was offensive. They hired Dayball, who was the previous head coach of the Giants, as their offensive coordinator. And I mean, I've seen him since Alabama, so I don't hate the hire for Dayball. I think he is a better offensive coordinator than a head coach, in my opinion. But that's interesting. I just don't know what pieces the Titans really have. I know they have Cam, but I'm just wondering what pieces they have that's going to be outstanding. Saints, I don't know if we have a game against the Saints or not, but Saints are going to be one that I'm looking at because I've heard great things about the Saints. But Titans, I didn't really have Titans on my radar like I do, you know, the Giants. The Giants, I feel like I have more on my radar just because of the coaching history with John Harbaugh. You have Jackson Dart, who's he's a talent, and they have a lot of different pieces that they've added. So my eyes are kind of going to be on what the Giants got. But man, my eyes are really on the Ravens. It was the Bengals, but now I'm like, if the Bengals don't get that offensive line back in shape, I don't know. Who else? The Saints. I'm trying to think of another team. Never count out the Eagles or the Chiefs. The teams that I'm not concerned about for sure is Miami, Browns, and the Atlanta Falcons. After what we've seen from Tua Tagovailoas, I don't know how that's gonna look, but yeah, lots of thoughts on that. I'm glad that you brought that up, Dan. We play the Saints in preseason, and it's a scrimmage. Okay, yeah, I'm not really too focused on preseason game, but if it was during the regular season, now that's a different story. But since it's just a preseason game, that's, whatever to me. I had us losing. Oh, the Packers. I'm glad you mentioned the Packers. That's another good one. Packers, yep. Plus the Seahawks. Do we play the Seahawks again? Because we just played them in the preseason game. And let me tell you, my thoughts on that preseason game, since Jalen Milroe played quarterback at Alabama, I had some thoughts with him at the Seahawks. Because that just did not look good. That didn't look good. I felt like he was not making smart decisions in the pocket. He was really overusing his legs. He is a great passer, and I just would have loved to see him make more passing decisions, but I don't know. That was not it. We played the Seahawks in week 13. Okay, shout out to you for that. Milroe looked bad. Yeah, he didn't look the greatest. Now, some of it, I give him a little grace, because if your offensive line is collapsing on you, and this goes back to what I said earlier in the show when it comes to the Bengals with Joe Burrow. Like, Joe Burrow is a rare talent where he can get that ball out in 2.5 to 2.75 seconds and not have to worry about having the ball for, the average QB time of 9 seconds, right? But not every quarterback is like that. And, Jalen Milroe, he's still a rookie. If the pocket's collapsing on him so quickly and he's not getting the time he needs to make a pass, I kind of give him some grace on that. Because that then falls on your offensive line too, not giving you the time you need to make a decision. But he's got to throw it away. If he sees pressure in his face like that, throw it away. Throw it away versus taking a sack. I mean, it's not good. Not good decision making. The Cowboys defense made several key stops in the stadium, which was wild. Granted, it was third stringers, but still. Now, see, here's the thing. I said this, I don't know if you caught my live the other day, but I did say that I was not too impressed with the Cowboys at the start. I'll be honest with you. I was not impressed. That's when I ended up doing karaoke night. But starting out watching that game, slow start, couldn't get the run game going. I didn't like that on Dallas's offense. And then on defense, they were not stopping the run. And I wasn't a fan of that either. So I was like, you know what? I'm not watching this game. I was like, I'm clocking out early. You know, I automatically, first quarter, not a fan of this. So then it turns out, you know, they end up winning. I watched the highlights. I see what they did. I see how they improved things. You know, it turned out good for them. But I still got my eyes on the Cowboys. I'm still looking at them, you know, sideways a little bit. Not gonna lie. It's like I'm not buying into the hype just yet. I still got a lot of questions on how that defense is gonna look. What is up, Sports Chat? Good to see you in the building. Make sure y'all are subscribed to Sports Chat. Post great information, giving you the latest news and all of that. So make sure y'all are subscribed to Sports Chat. Let's see. What did you say? Joe Burrow got manhandled. Tiffany, yes, this is what we talked about earlier. Joe Burrow got manhandled. I'm telling you, that offensive line was atrocious, and they are so lucky to have someone like Joe Burrow as their quarterback, because if it was any other quarterback, like Tua Tagovailoas, or even, you know, what you saw with Jalen Milroe. I know Jalen Milroe is a backup at the Seahawks, but if it was any other quarterback, they are getting sacked. Like, even worse than what we saw with Joe Burrow. But Joe Burrow, shout out to him. He's one that can get that ball out in 2.5 to 2.75 seconds. That's his average. He doesn't really need the full 9 seconds. But he still, even with him being so great at that, he still gets sacked. I cannot imagine how horrible it would be if he didn't get the ball out quick like he does. It would be even worse than what we saw the other day. And I only seen like the highlight clips of that game. I didn't watch the game with Joe Burrow, but I'm telling you, that's not good. My eyes are on that offensive line. I said that you can't consistently have issues with the offensive line like they've had. If it doesn't get better, Joe Burrow might be out. Joe Burrow might go somewhere else. And I hope it's to the Cowboys. I ain't gonna lie, I would hope Joe Burrow would go to the Cowboys, because, you know, I think Dak's gonna be up for his contract. We're gonna need a quarterback. I would rather get someone that's a veteran presence like Joe Burrow, but that's a long shot, y'all. That's a long shot. Let's see. At the start, I wasn't impressed either, but they dialed it in later in the game. Yeah, they did. Shout out to you, Pooh Man, for dropping Sports Chat link. Chelsea, I do like the fact CP was on the field and interacting with the players, which is what you need. Yeah, I mean, I take that all with a grain of salt. It's like, I'm just going to wait and see how it goes. Now, I do believe that we need to be very gracious with Christian Parker, because it is his first season. You know, he is going to have time to grow in that position. You can't expect this guy to just come out and have an outstanding defense right out the bat, right? Because he is rebuilding an entire defense. So I'm going to be very gracious. Even if the Cowboys defense is atrocious again this upcoming season, I will be gracious towards Christian Parker, because he ain't working with a whole lot, right? Like, they rebuilt that whole defense. So that's just my thoughts. Yeah, CP is young. He will have ups and downs. Yeah, CP needs time to grow with y'all. Exactly. And this is the same thing that I said with the Eagles offensive coordinator. I said, you know, They need time to get adjusted and to be on the same page with things. What is up, Stephen James? You said Chelsea, lady of sports. Y'all, Stephen James, I'm glad you came into the building. If y'all don't know, my hat has a name. And the reason why my hat has a name is because of Stephen James. We call my hat Rowdy. If y'all know, the Dallas Cowboys mascot is Rowdy, so we named the hat Rowdy. So the hat has a name. Anytime y'all come into the chat, you can say hello to me and Rowdy. That's like a little inside joke for the chat. Tiffany, trust me, I know that CP is going to rebuild the defense. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Rowdy, right? All right, y'all. I think I covered everything. Let me see. Stephen James, do I have a drop for you? I want to say, if I don't, Stephen James, I'm going to have to get you to send me a drop that you would want for yourself. Let me look. Yep, I have a drop for you, Stephen James. Here we go. I thought I had a drop. Let me find your chat here. There we go.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
You play to win the game, y'all. That was like the greatest. Yep. Herm, shout to Herm. All right. We can wrap up the show, y'all. I'm tired. I need to go get me some dinner. I still need to work out, do all the things, but let's close the show out with a motivational video.
Go after your dreams, right? Go after it. I never compromised that. I never allowed anybody to tell me what I was capable of accomplishing. I never let anybody tell me that I can't do, right? I went after it. If you want to accomplish something or do something that a lot of people think is difficult to accomplish, you have to put all your eggs in one basket, and there's no compromise.
Go after your dreams, y'all. Sometimes you have to put all your eggs in one basket to achieve the goals that you have. So shout out to that. Shout out to Kobe Bryant. That really motivated me. Hopefully it motivated y'all as well. But that will do it, Touchdown Tribe. I will catch you in the next one. CDT Beats. He should be live. Well, let me check if he's scheduled a live. Because y'all know that's where I go every time. And I want to see everybody. Hey, if y'all are in my chat, I'm looking at all y'all. If I don't see you at CDT Beats' chat, if you don't drop a little emoji or something in his chat, I'm going to be on y'all's case, okay? So make sure you check out CDT Beats. Let's see. I don't see a live scheduled yet, but he should be live later, okay? So make sure you go subscribe to my music producer. The beats you hear in the background, that comes from CDT Beats. So make sure y'all support my music producer, and I will catch y'all for real in the next one. Bye, guys.